bad guy. Aries Claire. Edge. Nick Gaskins. Welcome to the 704 Charlotte Brown Show.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's almost Friday, y'all. For anyone who's had a rough work week like me, it's been a busy week. It's almost the weekend. Hopefully you'll be watching some football later on tonight or something like that. Hopefully we'll actually get to watch some good football. I don't think we'll win this coming Sunday. But tonight we are talking about how the Carolina Panthers pretty much have created their own level, which is level 0. This is not going to be, we're going to trash the team kind of night. This is not a, we played horribly and we deserve to be the 32 ranked whatever team they've got us at now in the league. This is going to be talking about kind of coming to grips with reality of we're at level 0. And trying to find and look for ways to being okay with that. We're going to talk about other things not related to the Panthers necessarily. Where we talk about things that happened to former Panthers as well tonight, some good things for them. Maybe even things to look forward to in the future with this team based off of how some of our guys are playing. So anyway, without further ado, let's start bringing in my co-host. First and foremost, the head honcho, the big Don Juan, Twan Don, the bad guy.
All right. I like that, man. I like that. I'm in here. I'm in the building. Yeah. I like
What's
that.
good with you, Twan?
Good, man.
Good.
It's good to be alive, man. You know, it's just bad to be a Panthers fan right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about why it could be bad right now, if it's not already obvious. And then, do we, just to make sure, is there just one more, or do I have two more?
One more.
Just one more? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. And then lastly, you know, from a word edgewise, he's the one who gets on my nerves as much as I get on his. Edge. How we doing?
This is Edge from the 704 Charlotte Brown Show. How you like it? How you nigga? How you want it?
What?
I have no idea. I thought he was going to go with I'll make your 5th round pick sound like a Pro Bowler. It's kind of hard to do that right now with this team. But
we ain't got no 5th round picks that can be Pro Bowlers. We ain't got nothing like that. So let's just get on.
Oh, God. Yeah. I was about to say, let's go to the chat because I think it's just been mostly Liz. Oh, Anthony Brown's in the building.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
I need to refresh the chat. Hold on. That's probably on me because my stuff is always behind on my end. And now it wants to be slow. That's cool.
Yeah, Jermaine
Anyway,
Dupri.
what's up, JP?
Liz.
He might have bit his tongue, JP. I don't know. Maybe that's why he sounded the way he sounded. JP.
Yeah, man.
So we're kind of it's not, Edge, you said it was 49ers and somebody.
49ers and the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Let's go Hawks.
You want to see that, then?
I would also like to make it known that I was the only one who said the G-Man would win their game on Sunday because I was picking all the upsets. And I also said that Arizona would beat the 49ers. The weekend was the weekend for upsets in both college and the NFL. That was absolutely crazy. The only team that unfortunately did not get the upset, or actually I didn't think we would be underdogs. Every sportsbook out there had us as underdogs, it looked like, for the Bears. But in true Panthers fashion, anyway.
And to be totally honest with him tonight, man, we're gonna do a quick show. We ain't gonna try to prevent you from, seeing the game. So
I think it's actually already started. I think it started at 7. I could be wrong though. Someone can quote me on that.
It looked like the 49ers having a great year.
Starts at 8:15.
It does start at 8:50. I thought something at 7. Maybe that's the pregame show stuff that they were talking about. But anyway, so
I would like to say this though. We're going Thursday now. We're late. It was because of me, man. I couldn't get my shit together this week. Not the crew. It was on me. So put that one on me, bro. They had me on call. I'm actually on call tonight, but I'm just fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You just fuck it.
But this Claire show tonight, man. So I know she's gonna do a great job, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of like a self-guided open topic. This thought came to me. We're having all these injuries. I do have Xavier Leggett with the red X over his face. To correct that, I did see that he was a full participant in practice. So we'll just pretend like I didn't do that, because he did have a shoulder injury, and they were saying that he was like limited or did not practice for most of the week. But we're missing a lot of key guys who at the beginning of the season were supposed to be our difference makers. I think a lot of people had high hopes for Jadeveon Clowney. He will not, I don't know the extent of his injuries, but I do know he will not be playing on Sunday from what I've seen and from what I've heard. I was also told that Moten went out in the game, but I didn't see him on any other injury reports, but I also don't know. I haven't heard anything extensive, but I do know he went out. We've lost Adam Thielen. We've lost Sam Franklin. Austin Corbett is out for the season, unfortunately.
Start over again, man. Start with the injuries again.
The injuries. So from the game. So if we,
I'm gonna be real with you. I've been so busy this week. I don't even know who's available. So look, catch me up.
Okay, so in the game, I know that Xavier Leggett, pardon me, went out with a shoulder injury. Jadeveon Clowney also went out, I believe, with a shoulder injury. Taylor Moten went out with an injury. He might just be hurt. I don't know if he's injured, but I also.
So none of them playing Sunday. The
only one that I'm assuming Taylor Moten is, but I haven't heard any updates on him. The only person who I have an update on are two people, which is Xavier Leggett, which he was apparently a full participant today. Austin Corbett is out for the season. So I believe either Brady Christensen or we just signed back Cade Mays. I'm assuming he will take someone's place. He got signed back, for an obvious reason. Andrew Rame, who is our undrafted free agent center, is still in concussion protocol last time I checked, so he will not be starting. We caught the injury bug, and unfortunately it's not hitting, and this is not to say anything against our backups, but it's hitting all of our guys that were starters for this team. And as everybody knows, Adam Thielen's out. Knock on wood, please, JC Horn, stay healthy. Like, don't let this bug be contagious and catch you, please. Stay out of the injury bug room. As we know, Shaq is out. Correct. So as we know, Shaq is out for the season. Josie Jewell will not be playing, so it's going to be Trevin Wallace with, I guess, Claudin Shiralis again in the middle. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be in the middle with him. For all we know, they might actually try to see if there's going to be another option, which would be Chandler Wooten.
I agree with Elizabeth. Yeah, he owes some money.
I haven't even heard an update on him. I have heard updates on Dane Jackson, and I think he's supposed to start coming back. Jonathan Brooks, they're not in any hurry to rush him back. I heard earlier today that Dave Canales would like to open that 21-day practice window for him possibly next week. They're cautious about bringing him back, and my understanding is the reason why is because if you open up that practice window, and if they don't start by the end of that practice window, then they have to be out for the season. So they have to, I guess, kind of play this cautiously on when they decide to bring him back. So the Panthers are just in a rough spot. Let's just put it that way. And a lot of the guys that we've been signing have either not capitalized on what we thought that they would, be a return in as far as their investment, or either knowingly or unknowingly, we signed guys who were already hurt and still are not healthy enough to make it back. So this is
Well, hold on. If we're signing our bench, putting our bench out there, and bringing practice squad people in, it's just like, so who the fuck is our bench now?
that's a fantastic question.
Our bench is our backup, and our backup is our bench.
What's about to be on the bench is the practice squad. We're going to have a lot of practice squad people missing, more or less. So it's just an interesting spot, y'all. And the reason why I called the show There Is Now a Level Zero, if anyone has ever seen the movie Kung Fu Panda, this is a moment where Po is trying to prove that he can be a Kung Fu master, and he doesn't even, he gets kickback from the little punching bag thing that they used to train children, and it comes back and pops him in the face and sends him flying through this, practice arena. And then it spits him out in the floor. Like, he had just, he looked like he had gone through, a wood chipper almost, the way he looked. And, Master Shifu, who's in the background of this graphic, goes, "There is now a level zero." And that's what he tells him. That's how this feels right now. We're not even at level 1. We're at level 0. And that's not to say that this team is not professional, that it's not, it's the fact that overall as a team, as a franchise, as a fan base, we kind of just need to accept the fact that we're at level 0. There is I don't know how anyone can wake up every morning and convince themselves that this team is retooling. We can't be retooling anymore at this point. The injuries, who we're signing, and these temporary signings, we can't retool anymore. We have to rebuild. Our only hope is Tepper's on one. I mean, I don't. His name. Hey, I tell you what. If they threaten to, maybe he's on the Epstein, whatever his name is, list for all we know.
You got 2 other people to introduce, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I've just been going on my rant. Nick, hi, the Bearded Wonder. How are you, sir? Fantastic. JP, you snuck in. Okay. So
if you cock out it with one leg, you can play for the Panthers right now.
Yeah, bro.
If you've got a pulse,
damn,
like
bro.
that's how it is. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're hearing about some guy we signed bagging groceries at Food Lion. It's coming.
Don't let JP come out and play quarterback.
That's how freaking Kurt Warner got his start, and now he's in the Hall of Fame.
God forbid. But anyway, I'm done with my little opening part. There's that's true. There's other things that we will talk about, but just overall, like, I'll go around. Twan, how are you feeling about this team with the injuries, how they've been playing, just things that you're seeing with your own eyes with this team? Do you feel like we've created this whole level 0 kind of like we're just not only at the bottom, but we need to just start over and accept that that's what we need to do?
It's tricky, man, because we're like, I've seen teams do this, have this happen with all the injuries, and I mean, when we played the Raiders, we saw what we had. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't go anywhere. They're just all hurt. We knew what I felt like we had a somewhere where like we had a direction of where we could go. Man, it was just so happy to see everybody happy like that. We were happy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to agree with a rebuild or a retool yet. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to either one. But we man, look. A blind man can see we in bad shape right now, man. Like JP just said, bro. I mean, look, the shit, they might call the popcorn dude that the stands to come down there and hike the ball or some shit, man.
I've seen those people who throw drinks and everything to people
Yeah.
across the stands, and maybe they can play quarterback.
You're hired. You see, that's what you hired.
Be our
Um,
backup.
Yeah, we in bad shape, bro. We in bad shape.
Throw me
But,
tackle right now.
but see, I'll say this, because I want everybody to get their turn. I came into the season. I'm still committed to it to see improvement, and you
Mhm.
can't really see improvement when people are hurt. So we're gonna have to put that on the back burner. But those people will be back at some point, and then we can reconvene. Then, so I'm not totally upset because I wasn't expecting a winning season.
No.
We knew people were gonna overreact after the win, and so yeah, man, I wasn't expecting that, but we can reconvene when the people get back. But for like for right now, man, I mean the good part about this, if people are willing to believe this, is that we get to see what the backups are gonna get some experience. You know what I'm saying? And see who step up. You know what I mean? Sometimes we see people step up in moments like this and go like, man, look, I'm probably not gonna get another opportunity like this. So, who knows? I mean, that linebacker might just go crazy. We don't
Mhm.
have to win, you know what I'm saying? And, to notice things and go, okay, we got one. So, I just hate losing to the fucking Falcons, man. So,
That's fair.
Hey, that's fair.
That's fair. I was gonna say,
because I know we
go
got
ahead.
to
Go ahead. I was gonna say, go ahead, Edge. You may as well go ahead and take your turn on what you feel about how everything just looks.
I mean, look, right now, it's basically what I said before. Right now, we are just a team decimated with injuries, and honestly, I can just blame that on the fact that the reason why we're losing, we're decimated on injuries. We have no players. We have no players to stay healthy that can help us out and do what we need to do. And God forbid, I know I keep pounding the table. Look, Hassan Reddick ain't doing jack with the Jets, and the Jets are just doing their own kerfuckly of whatever the heck they want to do. I keep pounding the table. Look, just go get Hassan Reddick, man. Just go grab him. He ain't doing nothing. All this guy wants to do is get a contract and play. I get it. We don't have the money to pay him, but look, the guy wants to play. He wanted to stay here before when we had him. That was a big mistake of letting his ass go. Like, that was horrible. But our defense is decimated with injuries, man. And DJ Wanham, hey, bro, look, I'm about to put a APB on you, dog. Where you at? You ain't been around.
Hurt.
The only key bright spot about this whole thing is that we got a rookie linebacker who I did not know that he had a total of 15 tackles in the last game. The first rookie to ever do that, next to Luke Kuechly. No, I am not people in the chat. I know y'all. I know I just said that, but listen, Linda, listen. I am
They
not.
know he's not comparing him to Luke. They know
he is not Luke Kuechly. I'm not comparing him to Luke Kuechly. I'm not saying he's gonna be the next Luke Kuechly. I'm not saying that. Don't come after me. No, if you want to come after me on that,
yeah, we all know that.
But don't come after me on that. All right?
we all he's not. He doesn't have the talent.
You don't need to reiterate it like that.
We promise.
I have to reiterate it, man, because there's gonna be somebody who's gonna come after my freaking neck and say he compared him to Luke. No, I did not say I'm comparing him to Luke Kuechly. I'm saying he put up the same amount of numbers that Luke Kuechly did in his rookie year. Luke Kuechly got 15 plus in his rookie year in his rookie year for one game for tackles. Wallace did the same thing. That's all I'm saying. They just got the same exact numbers. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't come after my neck. Don't come after my head. Because if you do, guess what? You ain't going to like it.
Or you just block him. Just ignore him.
Hey, cash brings kings. So I'm cool.
Anyway. I don't think you had to worry about that. I don't think anyone knows. We know Trevor Wallace is not Luke Kuechly. Not even on the same level.
Why would Reddick want to come here, though?
I've talked about that before. I mean, I know he wants to. We cannot give him the money that he wants, unless he's just wanting it just to play. But the problem is that we have this whole thing with familiarity breeds contempt, and that's we've already done this to this man once. I don't think he's going to want to come back here, no matter how desperate he is to play football and have a contract. Now, if he was just chilling there, we could somehow find a way to sign him to the practice squad, which we cannot. We'd have to trade for him. Then, yeah, that'd be different. But he's not a free agent, so that's
We wouldn't
an
have anything
unfortunate
to
thing.
give them back, though.
No,
that's true.
we
No.
wouldn't. We wouldn't. JP, you and I have had talks, but we've had conversations about this team. Where are you at?
Me myself personally, I am in rebuild mode. We have guys that's playing on our second team that wouldn't even be practice squad players on other teams.
Facts.
Hated ourselves not just with injuries, but with death, lack of depth. We've been that way for years because we won't commit to a rebuild. We
What up,
keep
Earl?
saying retool.
Mhm.
No, rebuild. Start from the O line and D lines and work your way on back.
But JP, that's a scary word. That's a scary word to say. That.
Every team has to do it. Eventually, at some point, you have to.
Shout out to the beautiful
That's a-
Kitty 17 in the chat. I see you.
The ladies
The ladies.
in here tonight.
She said somebody sound like Patrick Mahomes. That's probably Edge. And she said, I'll be at the casino on Sunday. That's where I'm at. She said, fuck this game.
In other words, there's nothing worth watching.
Yeah.
So JP, you're in rebuild mode. I'm about there with you at this point. That's kind of where I was at with my whole. There's now a level 0. Nick,
Yep.
Shout out, Earl.
where's your mind at?
Charles Lemon, what up, bro?
Hey, we got to get there's a couple things where my mind is at. One, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. I think I said it the other day. Evero needs to evolve and learn how to blitz. I'm gonna say that because that's the only way we're gonna get. That's the only way we're gonna get pressure right now. We got to stop playing this shell defense, and we have to start playing man. I noticed what y'all gonna say. Oh, we don't have the players to play man. We don't have the players to play this shell defense. That's 100%. What's worse, playing this shell defense and watching JC Horn try to hand off a receiver and the safety doesn't go. So no more shell defense. We need to go man. We need to man up, and Evero needs to blitz. You have to get pressure on these quarterbacks. That is the only way we are truly going to get any better. But we do need to. I'm gonna say this right now. We need to get younger. We got to get younger. We got to get younger. We got to get younger.
I agree with that.
A lot of people are talking about picking Travis Hunter. I'm gonna tell you right now. If we end up with the first overall pick, we need to trade back.
Oh, yes, Nick.
We need to trade back. Travis Hunter ain't gonna do nothing for this team. We need to trade back, and we need to get draft capital, and we need to get younger.
I can agree with that.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Just because I know he's a generational talent, and everybody keeps saying Travis Hunter 2025. I've seen it all over, but guys, he's not going to save this team. And I don't even think. I mean, I could be wrong, but with the way we're going right now, projection wise, I don't even think 3 to 4 years from now, when he's going to be wanting an extension, I don't think we'll even be in a spot for him to have help to be able to still be a part of saving this team. That's my thing.
That's why. Listen. Everybody's saying Travis Hunter. I'm going to tell you this one thing right now. Travis Hunter is not going to play both sides of the balls in the NFL. He is not.
No, that's not.
I don't want to go into that. Some team is going to let him do it though.
The right. I think the right. Put it this way: if
too good, he's too good on both sides of the ball, bro.
Right. If he goes to
play the whole game that way, they don't let him play the whole game like that. But if somebody go down on either side of the ball, he's gonna feel right in.
Let's get something understood right now. Travis Hunter is a good wide receiver. He is a suck-ass cornerback.
Say it again, JP. These motherfuckers don't be paying attention. They over here looking at his highlight reel of him guarding third string, fourth string freaking wide receivers, and let's be serious.
raping his ass.
You put him up against the Alabama wide receiver, he's getting cooked.
Look, we'll talk about Travis Hunter another day, I promise. Because
Okay.
we're gonna have plenty. If y'all don't think with the way our team's going, we're not gonna have draft conversations sooner than any other fan base,
Yeah.
we will.
You're right. You're right.
So
But
we will.
I agree with you though. The only way that we are going to fix this team is by getting younger. We can't
Signing these. Yeah.
Hey, I think did you say that Yosh is not playing?
I haven't. Well, so here's the thing. I didn't say anything about Yosh, but I do see that. I see where Kitty was saying that Yosh that owes us a refund. I haven't seen him out on the field, but I've also not heard that he's hurt either. So I'm kind of confused on where he's
I thought Yosh
been at.
was supposed to be playing right tackle.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, as far as I know, he's not hurt. But I've also not seen him out there because I can't remember who got hurt. I know when Corbett got hurt, I think Brady was the one who went in for him. But
Yeah.
I remember there being something on Twitter saying that Taylor Moton was also taken out of the game, but I don't know who took his place.
Yosh did.
It might have been Yosh. Okay,
I think it was Yosh.
wasn't paying attention. After a while, I quit watching the game, I'll be honest, because it just got horrible.
You're perfectly okay with that for that.
I think once, because I didn't even know, this is how bad it was. I didn't even know that they finally put Bryce in for the last series. I didn't even know that until after the game. Like,
Did you? Hold on.
I
Did you
didn't
watch
know.
that press conference?
Oh, you didn't
Bryce-
watch that play?
That's how I found out.
Bryce played the last game.
Yeah, he
Yes,
did.
number
Yeah.
9
Yes.
played the last series.
They took okay, so hold on, y'all. Let's bring Twan back. Let's bring Twan back to Sunday post game. Let's bring this back.
Yeah, I
So-
left all of y'all. I was done.
No, it's okay. No, listen. So here's the other thing too, and this was going to be a topic I was going to bring up a little bit later, but fuck it, we'll bring it up now.
Yeah,
So,
this is a good one.
Across social media, analysts and fans alike have been blasting the absolute whatever you want to use, whatever word, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
shit out of Dave Canales for what he said about why he put Bryce in. Without knowing the verbatim, because I can't remember exactly what he said verbatim, but what I know is that he said he wanted to take Andy out because we had injuries to the O-line and he did not want Andy. Essentially, it sounded like he didn't want Andy getting hurt. So he put Bryce in to finish out the game because we were already down so many points, there was no coming back. Now,
Sounds
here's
like
the
a good
thing.
move. Hey, so I haven't heard anything wrong yet, so keep going.
Well, that was it. And people have been blasting him all over the place about making that decision. They're like, the guy that you benched, or you put him in to save Andy Dalton of all people. So here's the thing. I went on Twitter.
Bryce is the crash test dummy.
Correct. But I won't even go that far, Twan. But here's what I put on Twitter, because people were livid when this happened, and it wasn't even the fact that he did it. It was when he said why. Here's my point, and I put this out on Twitter. The moment Bryce was benched, he was deemed the backup. It didn't mean he was not untouchable and that he would never touch reps. He was going to see the field at some point, maybe, but it would not be in a starting role. He became the backup. When you are getting into that, I don't want to, I guess you could call it bullshit time. I've heard gravy time. I've heard other, terminology used when you're not going to win and there's no point in hurting your starters when you're already losing other people to injuries. You don't want to lose your quarterback who, as he said, and I quote, gives us the best chance to win. If Andy is that guy, he's going to protect him, whether y'all agree with it or not. So yes, Bryce went in during trash time, and yeah, he looked good he went like, what was it? 6 of 8 for 70 yards, something. I don't know. That's great. But my point is the fact that everybody's ripping Canales as a new one for protecting Andy Dalton. If he is saying that Andy gives him the best chance to win, then he made the right move. I just don't get why everybody's so upset about that, because he made the right move. Does anybody disagree? I mean, if anybody wants to disagree or just to be the devil's advocate.
Listen, Claire. I'm glad that you brought this up. let me say, I am so glad you brought this up because I've been hearing the same outrage that you've been hearing. The Bryce sexuals have been like, "Oh, you're gonna put him out there as a test dummy? You're gonna put him out there?" Yeah, like, yes, dude. Yes, he's the backup. He needs to. If we're down so much and there's no coming back, and Andy has been taking hits, why does he need to continue taking those hits? Let test dummy take them hits.
Yep.
Let test dummy. I'm sorry, man.
I had no
And
lies.
if you didn't get
I'm not
I wanna say
sorry.
this one last thing. I want to say this one last thing. Number 9 has officially been put on notice that you ain't coming back.
Very much so. I was gonna say I already know JP's thoughts, but go ahead, JP.
They put him out there to get killed.
I'm gonna say JP's gonna laugh.
I've been laughing my ass off all week at the fucking fans.
Bro, this is the first time I'm hearing this, though. This is the first time I'm hearing
I'm
this.
glad we're catching you up. There might be other topics I've got that you don't know about, but go ahead, JP.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've been laughing my ass off at the fans that's been mad with Canales all because he didn't say anything wrong.
No.
He put Bryce in because the game was lopsided. We wasn't going to win the game. And then on top of that, the injuries that was already suffered from the O-line. Look back to this preseason. Isn't one of the reasons that Canales didn't play Bryce in the preseason because of the injuries to the O-line when he was a starter?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all missed, I guess. So, in hindsight, like I said, nothing.
They were fine with Jack Plummer being thrown to the wolves. You know, it's cool.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Jack Plummer was out there and balled the fuck out in the little time that he did have.
Sure, I'll take Jack Plummer right now.
And that crash test dummy only threw 7 passes and still almost threw a pick.
I was about to say, didn't he almost throw a pick? It gets dropped. The guy dropped it or something, or he just missed it.
Hold on. Let's not only that, JP. Where was that pass at? Where was that pass thrown at? Over the middle. It was thrown over the middle. The same place he throws interceptions on a regular basis.
Exactly.
Jeff R going in, bro. He is going in.
Nobody celebrates Halloween better than the Panthers. They're giving us an entire month of horror. Now I know what I'm going to be for Halloween. I'm going to be a Carolina Panthers player.
You're going to scare the shit out of somebody,
boy. Hey, Jeff R. Hey, look, just do not wear the number 9 jersey, man, because you might get praised. You might get hit.
Well,
dude, you put number 9 on, you might get jumped, bro. You might get jumped, bro.
In line, you put on the R jersey, I get jumped Halloween night.
They go Bryce across the street.
I was going to say, Jeff, you might want to confirm on the show now that you're not 5'9" and say the word super a lot so people don't hurt you.
No, he ain't got that. If you light skin and you got that jersey on, you might get it.
Edge, the press conference. I mean, I know you don't disagree with the decision, but go ahead.
I don't disagree with a goddamn thing. And guess what? And Panthers fans, if you don't like it, guess what? I like it.
It's Bryce fans at this point.
Why? Because Canales is sticking to his guns. Canales is sticking to what he knows, what he's going to do. And people, let's not forget, Bryce Young is not his guy. Just because he told David Tepper when he wanted to hear about saying, "Oh yeah, I can do this," doesn't mean he wants to keep Bryce Young. He don't got to keep Bryce Young, and frankly, he's not going to do it. So get it out your head, get out your eyes, go ahead, get your boo tears on, and just understand the fact that Bryce Young ain't coming back.
No, I'm pretty. Go ahead, JP.
In all honesty, look, if you listen to Canales closely, he'll let you in on little clues that he never told Tepper that he could fix Bryce Young when he came here.
I was gonna say he never. I've been saying that for a while because people keep getting on, Canales being a failed hiring because he benches Bryce Young his, first 2 games in, and it's one of those things where it's like, here's my thing though, folks. That is the idea that Dave Canales is a QB guru, QB fixer, whatever wording you want to use that suits your own mental state at this point. That was a fan and most importantly, a media driven narrative. He has never openly come out and said, I'm the ultimate QB guru. I am the ultimate QB fixer. So anyone who keeps trying to push the whole, oh, he was supposed to come in and fix Bryce. Where did you hear that from? Rex Ryan? Where'd you hear that from? Like in your own head? Because I hate to tell you, he's never said it.
Claire.
One of the things that I brought up last week is I told people, I said, just like JP said, like if you listen, also if you really think about it, I said all those quarterbacks that he so-called fix, it was never no rookie quarterback. Those were all veterans that looked like trying to come back, and he fixed techniques and things like that to help them out to be better polished. You know what I'm saying? And now they're better quarterbacks now. Mm-hmm. It was never any rookies, bro.
Hey, can I say this, Claire? I don't know if anybody has ever been paying attention. I'm gonna say this. The offense that Dave Canales is running is similar to all of the different places where the Shanahan tree offense is being run. And guess what? They're quarterback-centric offenses, and they usually, if quarterbacks are halfway decent, they usually can be successful in this offense. Obviously, if you don't get what I'm trying to say, Bryce is trash. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I would say, guys, at this point, I mean, now this is not, I do not believe at all that they will pull off a trade because, I've also seen people say, oh, Bryce will be traded by the trade deadline. I don't think that's going to be the case.
Bryce would have been gone already.
I think more realistically, this offseason, keep an eye out for a potential trade for Bryce. I'm almost 75 to 80% in that mindset that's when we're going to see him traded. Could he stay? Maybe, but I'm not confident that they're going to bother keeping him. I know there's a lot of people that are saying that maybe part of his development will be him sitting, but I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, I mean, hopefully somebody's hurt.
I see.
Hopefully somebody's hurt. No. Hopefully somebody hurt at the deadline that'll make that much more smoother. Somebody that's desperate to actually want to sign.
I mean, Miami's the only team I can think of, Juan. But they seem to be rocking with Tyler or Snoop Huntley, whatever he's going by now.
I know we're gonna probably keep him to the end of the year, but I don't see why we should. Look, man, I think the tea leaves is there, man. Dave Canales is like, how many ways do I have to tell y'all I'm not fucking with Bryce?
Until they're satisfied, I guess, Twan.
He done put him out there as a crash test, Daddy. And you would think that would have been the last straw, bro.
You can't tell people anything, Twan. I'm sorry. You just can't tell people anything sometimes.
I hope he doesn't do that shit again, though, man. Don't do that again, though. Because look, we can't move a hurt Bryce Young if he sent him out there and get killed, bro.
Yeah, but go ahead, JP.
Hey, you ain't got to worry about it. He was running out of clean pockets. He didn't get hit.
Okay.
Go ahead, JP.
He get rid of the ball so fast. Nobody. So.
Good Lord. JP, go ahead.
Nick's view on Bryce now is so hilarious.
Whose?
Nick's view on Bryce now is so hilarious.
Oh my God!
Bro. It's like I can't fuck with him no more. Like he's really coming after this dude, bro.
I told y'all last week that little motherfucker got on that goddamn podcast and was out there talking that shit.
Nick was done.
Fuck him.
He said, fuck him.
And the horse he rode in here. Fuck his daddy. Fuck his mama.
Oh my God.
Fuck all them.
Damn,
oh my Lord.
The parents.
Nick went from to
He can
absolutely
take the horse
daggum.
that he came here on, and he can fucking cross the street with that motherfucker.
Shit.
Oh my God. Okay. Alrighty then. So before Nick
Y'all
starts
tell
fucking,
Bryce Young go play in traffic.
oh my God. Oh, I would make a really bad joke. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna,
don't say it.
I'm just gonna
Playing traffic.
I don't think I'm playing traffic. I was gonna say, well, Nick, unfortunately, I don't think too many people in trucks and SUVs will see him anyway.
Damn.
Anyway, all right. So now we updated Twan on that little tidbit. That was fun. Because he didn't even know about that. So the other thing we'll talk about, as far as I don't even know if we'll talk about it. So we touched briefly on the defense. I know Ed brought up Trevin Wallace and having his I guess you could call it positive welcome to the NFL moment. But I guess on the flip side of that, we talked about needing to run more man. If you were, we'll make this two topics into one. If you were to sit down with Evero, I'm going to ask each of you this: what advice, if you were like a defensive guru, what advice would you give him at this point, knowing the injuries, which I understand happen? I mean, we just unfortunately got a bad bug of it. What advice would you give him to make this defense better, so that way, we look at least somewhat competitive on the opposing side of the ball? So I'll actually go to Nick on this first.
Okay, you want me to tell you what I'm gonna do?
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
tell you, hey dumbass,
Right now, we're gonna be arguing about this shit.
hey bald head little dumbass.
Oh my God.
There is an example of what you need to do happening in Minnesota right now.
Okay.
You cannot play this shell defense. Your safeties can't pick up wide receivers from one side of the field to the other side of the field. You have a cornerback that is known for playing press man coverage, but you won't put him in press man coverage. You have wide receivers, best wide receivers getting off on us because we can't pass. Like I say again, you can't pass the coverage off. So you need to at least take that man and eliminate their best wide receiver. At least that one dude.
Oh God.
I mean, come on, man. Like, it's goddamn simple.
Sorry,
I don't even know why he can't see it. Like, he can't even go from first half to second half and see, oh, DJ Morris is effing us up. Let me hey, JC, go lock that motherfucker up. That's all you gotta say. Hey, JC gonna say, I got you, coach.
Oh, sorry, I'm laughing because right when you started talking, you started making a point, and I heard Twan go. He tried so hard not to.
Like, what is he supposed to say?
Straight
my
bullshit,
God.
man.
Oh God. Okay, I have to. Twan, I know you have a rebuttal. Go ahead.
Man,
what you?
The fuck does Evero have to work with, bro? His whole side of the ball is fucked up. He got a whole AARP team over there, bro.
Oh my God, fucking Twan. So you want to get this motherfucker? So you want to get this motherfucker excuses, just like you said we was giving Bryce excuses.
Okay, so check this out. Who on that side of the ball right now does he have that's healthy that you can brag about other than JC Horn?
Nope.
Trevor Wallace.
I'll wait.
But I'm just telling you this right now.
Listen,
Listen.
He ain't did shit yet.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If the defense can at least be, I ain't even trying to get the defense to be good. I'm saying if the defense can be just below average instead of the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Nick, you want this motherfucker to bake a cake?
All I want him to do is try something different. They obviously cannot play this shit. Hey, though, I got one for you, Twan. This will help you even better. They couldn't pass off the freaking wide receivers before all the injuries, and guess what? They still can't do it.
This man won the cookie cake with no cake mix and no milk.
Like, letting that little black troll motherfucker off on the easy one, huh?
Eating here. What is this shit?
Listen, I'm not gonna let that little black trailer troll off.
Nick is trying to make this shit sound so simple. Like he came into we came into this year with injuries on defense.
Okay, I got you, Twan. But let me ask you this.
Okay, Shaq gone, Josie Jules fucking gone, Derek Brown is gone, Michael Jackson ain't he no damn more. He playing average as hell right now. The safeties is atrocious out there right now, bro.
Oh God.
Outside the game that we won what's your boy name from South Carolina, man?
Xavier?
No. On defense, man. On defense.
I mean, there's an Xavier
JC?
on defense too.
Huh?
There's an Xavier on defense too.
JC Horn?
The defensive end.
Oh, Clowney.
Clowney got a sack. He ain't did shit since, man. Clowney just out there just getting motherfuckers. He picking himself. He can't set the edge for shit. Y'all got on Burns. Clowney will just run himself out of the play, man. Clowney will run to the sidelines trying to get some damn body. It's like, man, you out of bounds, bro. You can't tackle nobody now.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Twan. You obviously have not been.
You act like you can do something with that defense, man, except try shit.
Listen, Twan. This is why I'm really pissed off with this motherfucker right now. I'm probably on his ass a little bit more than I should be today than I would have been. But I'm gonna let you know. Go watch his press conference today. You'll be on his ass too.
Hold on. I got Evero just on my phone. He said, "Nick, fuck you."
hey, that black shiny head fucking Kim looking like motherfucker can kiss my ass.
Fuck! Oh my God, JP. Before they keep going, please. What advice? What advice would you give Evero?
As far as my advice, damn man, that man. Look, bro, Evero, man. I see you, bro. I see you struggling. Bro, you can't do shit with it. You can't do nothing with it. Man, Jesus can't fix that defense right now.
Go ahead, JP. Jesus.
Oh, I mean, I kind of agree with it both ways. I mean, I can see Nick's side. You know what I'm saying? You need to try some shit. Like,
they ain't got nothing else to lose.
Yeah, like put Horn in more man-on-man situations. Let him know before every game, hey, wide receiver 1, that's you. You following them too. Whether he go to the outside or whether he go to the slot, you following it. And try to blitz more. I mean, you may sacrifice it on the back end. You may get beat over the top quite a bit much. But you gotta try something. But like Twan said at the same time, I mean, Evero is literally working with scraps, man.
Oh dear God, Dom 34.
He's literally working with scraps. I ain't never seen a professional defense this fucking rack.
Yeah. JP would agree with that, Dom, by the way.
JP, they gave this man some molded bread and some 19-day-old bologna with the top off.
Right, and told him to make a sandwich.
And told him to make sandwiches for the team.
Yeah, I would say where I agree with all three of you is at the beginning of the year, even with Derek Brown being who he was and Shaq being a veteran, it to me, we even walked into the year almost like, and I said this in a podcast chat the other day. I said it felt like we put a screen door on a submarine and pretty much said, well, a door is better than no door. I mean, that's kind of how it felt. We were just kind of like patchworking the shit out of the defense because we got rid of so many valuable assets to be able to, have money for upgrading the offensive line because that was, the biggest pain point last year. So I agree. The injury bug hurts. Edge, if you were to give, if any advice or if no advice at all, you're just kind of like Twan, where it's like, dude, they're trying to tell you to make lemonade out of grapefruits and kiwis. Where are you at as far as like giving Evero maybe advice?
Honestly, this is what happens when you freaking accommodate, the offense to Bryce Young. You give all Bryce Young these weapons and these lines. This is the results you're gonna get. I mean, and the simple fact that he's not even here and yet we're still suffering like this is bad upon itself. What I would tell Evero, like, look, you're suffering, you're hurting. I get it. You got to change the defensive strategy.
Everyone said none of y'all gonna tell me.
I know you play 3-4, but it might be time to go to a 4-3.
He's not going to do that.
I know he's not going to do that, but he needs to. It's time to go back to what we normally would do and go back to a 4-3, man. Because that was our defense. That was our bread and butter. Like, we need players to do that.
Well, so here's the two-parter to this. If Evero at the end of the year gets a head coaching job somewhere, if he gets that offer and he goes,
you can go.
Are you guys? I can stop. What do you mean stop?
I already know you're going to go with this shit too, and it's got something to do with the Jets. But Evero ain't going no damn where after this year.
Well, I mean,
no.
This is an in theory. So if that does happen, Robert Salah, anybody opposed to him being Evero's replacement? Happens.
I'm taking Evero.
Really? Even though Salah, I believe he runs a 4-3.
Are you serious?
Okay, so check this out. If we bring Salah in right now, right, he got the same fucking players. We need better talent, bro. I mean, Nick said get younger. We need younger and talent. We need both of those. Fuck just young.
Listen.
Younger and talented.
Oh, my bad.
So if Robert Salah came in, he would only be inheriting what Evero. I mean, Evero ain't no bad defensive coordinator.
He's not.
Oh, I didn't say we would fire him. I just said if he got an opportunity.
He couldn't do shit with this defense right here, bro. He couldn't. So unless you're talking about bringing in a whole new defense and they're going to take all them damn picks and just go after all the great defensive players, which would be stupid. That's going back to that Matt Rule shit. It don't make sense to me, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we fire him. I'm saying if he gets an opportunity to go elsewhere. This would not be saying we fire Evero. This would be he gets an opportunity to go elsewhere, and now we have a vacant seat that needs to be filled.
Yeah, man.
That's where I'm going. This is not. Let me go on record. This was not me saying we're firing Evero.
The topic. It's just like I just don't know who would want to fuck with them after this season, bro.
No, and that's fair. And that's I mean, maybe Edge, but I also see Twan's point. I mean, unless he really proves that this defense can turn around and be something. I wish we had an earlier bye week, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. Just because last year after the bye week, things did start to look a little bit better defensive wise too. But we also had more talent on the defense. But
come on, cut it out, Dom.
Oh God, basketball talk. Here we go. Anyway, okay, so enough about the defense. I liked, I did like what Trevin Wallace, was able to produce with those stats. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't attribute to a win, but personally for him, that's a good thing to see. I will move over briefly to the offense, which is why we got Dave over here on our left. There's a lot of people also getting on because people have been getting on Evero. There's also been people getting on Canales. Additionally, as well, for the fact that he said he was going to be stubborn about the run game, and the run game people are feeling like is not being utilized as much as Canales initially, made it sound like he was going to.
He did get away from it.
Right. So we'll kind of switch the pan over to Dave. Is there what do you guys feel? We can just collectively answer this. Do you guys feel that Dave Canales has abandoned the run game, and you feel that there should definitely be more opportunities for Chuba, and I'll even say Miles Sanders, that to actually capitalize and expand upon the run game versus just, even if it wasn't Bryce, I mean, it's Andy, because Andy's been throwing, he's had a lot of throwing opportunities and passing opportunities, but the run game is kind of dissipated. So what are y'all thinking?
There's a reason for that, though. And I'm going to let somebody else go. I'm just going to say something real quick. when you're down by a lot of points, you can't keep running the ball then because you're trying to catch up. I mean, the running game obviously sets up the pass game. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why we continue to do it, and it open up the passes or whatever. But when a team knows you're playing from behind, they know you're not going to run the ball all damn day because you're trying to get points now, and you got to get them quickly because now you're fighting against the clock. I'm just going to say that a little bit in the show.
I was going to say, whoever wants to jump in, go ahead, JP.
I know we don't have a great sample size of David Canales' offense, but his running attack wasn't potent at Tampa Bay neither.
Not until later in the year, right?
Well,
He literally wants to throw the ball more than he runs. The thing is, he doesn't have that talent on the outside like he had in Tampa, that Carolina right now. So
Right.
in high, it's going to be up to Canales to adjust to know that your bread and butter right now is going to be game with your running back for.
Oh, and Chuba's put on a clinic before. We've seen it. So
Listen.
it's just you just can't keep running somebody when you don't like. Man, if you got like, if you down, well, we was down a lot of points in the fourth quarter, right? Running is just going to chip away time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't completely abandon it. I'm like with Jermaine, you know, until probably halfway of that quarter. But, you know, if I was going to do that, but I'm telling you again, it goes back to why what are we watching these games for? Improvement or wins? But
I think at this point, if you're watching for wins, you're kidding yourself.
I'm gonna let Nick do his thing though. But look, man, Thielen not being on the field is killing us, bro.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. More than I initially thought I would, but yeah, that's you can see it. What's up, Sea Dog?
What's going on with y'all, man?
Not much. Just talking about where this team is headed. Expectations. Has anyone lowered them? Has everybody maintained the same kind of, expectations for all of it? Winning was never my expectation. It would be nice to see them, but it's just not. I've been with Twan. Improvement would just be the ultimate plus at this point. But when all your talent's hurt, you can't really see that. So
can't see it.
Can't see it. I was gonna say, so see that.
Well, we ain't done for because
right.
A lot of the people on offense the ones that are out. Like we're gonna get Thielen back. The defense just can't get fixed, so we're gonna have to outscore people.
Yeah, and the only offensive person I guess who's not coming back at all this year is Corbett. I think he's the only one who's officially not coming back at all this season, which he was doing so great at center, and I gave so much flack to him saying that just because you were groomed to be a center doesn't mean you're going to be a great one. And he was actually the number one center through all these weeks. He was number one or number two in different categories. So he proved my ass wrong.
We got bad luck.
We do.
My bad.
Go ahead, Sea Dog. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We've been talking for about an hour now. Go ahead and come in and say whatever you got to say.
But real quick, man, I can't. Well, let me just start off with saying, even though everybody know I don't like Bryce, but when he came in the game, even like you could tell, he that's the best he looked. I know it was the end of the game. It really wasn't no time. That's the most comfortable he looked since he's been in the league. I really haven't seen nobody talking about it. Even though, you got to work on his pocket presence still, But he just, to me, he didn't look scared or whatever this past Sunday when he was in the game or whatever.
I'm just going to guess because I didn't see the end of the game, but I'm just going to guess that they didn't have no starters then.
They did. They still kept the same O-line in, I think. But Leggett and Deontay Johnson, I don't believe were out there. I know, well, Leggett went out because of an injury. Deontay Johnson, I don't believe, was out there. I know Coker was out there and Mingo was out there. Like, those guys were out there.
Mhm.
So, but Dog, to that point, honestly, I think the only thing I'll expound upon that, just because I didn't really see the end of the game. I didn't find out till the press conference that he was ever even put in the game. But to your point, I think what, JP?
There ain't no difference. Bryce still trash.
Well,
no difference.
I think it's not about how he's played. I think it was about how he looked. Comfortability. If he looked comfortable, that's the difference.
My
but
bad,
I think that's.
But hold on, my man. He said he's still trash. He like cleared it to the word of my mouth. He looked comfortable. He did comfortable since he been playing. That nigga look. You go back and look at the tape, man. He looked comfortable, man.
Damn, see, you feel good? Are you sick? You feel good, bro?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, I got
fucking complimenting Bryce Young.
Dog isn't saying that he wants Bryce Young to start. He's not saying he's wanting him to start.
I'm just look, man. I'm just being honest. You know, that motherfucker. He didn't look scared. You know, that nigga looked goddamn calm and collected. You know,
he was still doing that pick shit with his feet. Dog.
But check me out. He just got to get his pocket presence down. But look.
7 passing attempts. He still almost threw a pick, Dog.
My man, I understand, but he still looked comfortable. You know, so he still looked. He looked scary. That's what I'm saying. He just got to get his pocket presence down. You know, going forward. You know, but I'm just saying. But
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're basically saying with the amount of time that Bryce Young sat, you feel like him sitting is actually helping him learn something. I
don't think it's helped him learn anything.
It's helped him see the game in a different way besides him just being flustered. That's basically what C-Dog is saying. That's basically what C-Dog is. Am I right, C-Dog? Like him sitting, it looks like it's actually kind of helping him a little bit. Not a lot, but
way more comfortable, man.
But guys, you're focusing it on as if it's because he's learned something. It's not. It's because he has no pressure on his shoulders right now. He's not the starter. He doesn't have to go out there and look flashy and look good. He doesn't have to go out there and try to prove why they picked him number 1 overall because he got benched. When you have nothing else to lose or play for, the amount of stress and anxiety of that feeling of knowing why you were brought there, a lot of that gets relieved and it's lifted. Of course he's going to look more comfortable. Absolutely. He also knew that they weren't asking him to go out there and, hey, you're going to go out there and try to figure out how we can get 18 to 20 more points so we can beat them or tie them. No, that wasn't the ask. I think Bryce's issue is a major confidence issue. I think it's also because, we threw him to the Wolves last year, sure, but every first round pick, number 1 overall, that's a quarterback, almost always gets put in that position. I don't think Bryce Young is mature enough.
I don't think it's a confidence thing. He has no skills.
But Twan, you also have to admit, now that all that pressure is no longer on him, now that pressure is no longer on him, that's why he's going to look more comfortable.
He has no skills.
The man was throwing.
JP is just, we're not moving off of this.
I'm not okay. Did I say he looked good? No. Did I say he looked elite? No. But what I'm saying is that the reason why he might have looked that way is because the pressure of being that number 1 overall pick and the expectations that come with it are no longer on Bryce Young's shoulders right now. And when he was put out there, it wasn't asked of him to try to go win the game. It was just finish. That's it.
He can look comfortable, you know what I'm saying? For somebody else.
Nobody can look comfortable against a second team in a prevent defense.
I'm just saying, look, it's a long season. We got a lot of games left. I'm just saying, man. Hey, man, let the man sit out a couple more games. Hey, man, throw him back out there. You know, week 10 something. I don't know. You know,
I would not throw him. Here's what I will say. I will not throw him back out there unless Andy Dalton actually gets hurt. I would not throw Bryce back out there for any reason other than that, or if it's just trash and garbage time. I agree. And the reason why is because, which I feel like with Dave Canales, he's in a position of he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't, because he benches him and he caught flack. we beat the Raiders and then people backed off a little bit, but he still caught flack for it. And then he puts Bryce in and he catches flack for it. So, I mean, anyway, so here's my thing.
When Andy Dalton is on the field, we score points. JP,
And
tell me if I'm wrong, JP. When Andy Dalton is on the field, we score points. When Bryce is on the field, we might get a field goal. Then
I can't disagree.
I'll even be more exact, Twan. Bryce produced 13 points in the last 4 games he started. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to hear that shit. Man, this motherfucker is trash.
I don't
So,
know.
Trash. He just looked comfortable in trash.
The man looked comfortable to me this past Sunday. That's all I'm saying. He didn't look scary.
But here's the thing, though, C-Dog.
Real quick, he probably should have been starting. I'm just saying that's another thing I'm taking away from it too. He probably should have been starting last year. I want to say you probably do need to sit down. I'm just saying, man, the man looked good to me.
Yeah.
No, he should have.
I'm talking about. I'm not no Bryce fan, but I'm just saying from what I seen Sunday, the motherfucker looked better. You know what I'm saying? Now if he would have came out there and still looked the same, So I'm just saying going forward, man, if you put him out there like week 10, week 11, something out there, and he go out there and play better, I mean that might be the case. Shit, I'm not saying that for sure. I'm just saying shit. But moving forward, man, I got that Everroad trash. But I'm just saying, I always talk shit about Bryce, but I ain't gonna say it, not tonight because that's just C-Dog opinion. He looked good to me. He looked better. Shit.
I'm surprised Twan didn't interject with the whole Everroad is not trash.
I ain't arguing with that,
man. Everroad's fucking trash, man. What the fuck? What the fuck
oh goodness!
Doing out here, man? Come on, man. And real quick, man, I told y'all, goddamn Trevor Wallace gonna be a motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't did shit yet.
My man, he got to goddamn stop. He got to stop this past Sunday on the 4th and 1. That was him coming in the hole. Stop! Okay. Stop it.
But that's what I want to say.
15 solo tackles.
I ain't mad at that because I want him to improve.
He should have been playing. Really, he should have been starting with Shaq. Why did he even go? Why did he even go get Jewel? Because he got to play for Everroad. Fuck all that shit, man. Hey, Everroad gotta go, man. Really, and all y'all talking about this defense in today's league, you got to run multiple goddamn defensive fronts. You just can't run a base defense. You can still have a 3-4 base defense, but you still got to run a 4-3, a nickel, a dime, or whoever you got them playing against that goddamn week. You in your motherfucking game plan.
He just gave us 6
shit. But this nigga don't be doing that shit. Man, God, defense is trash, man. But you gotta them adapt to whoever you got them playing that week. That's all I'm saying for the defense. And then he can't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
What talent does he have on defense right now?
Talking about maybe got 2 goddamn corners. We just gotta get some fucking pressure.
No.
What you mean?
You don't walk into this corner. I'm gonna finally get your ass.
What
would you do with the people that you have out there right now?
Man, you got to call some exotic blitzes in the.
I'm asking you. What would you do? What would you do?
Oh man, I would play a cover. I will come out in that 3-4 and play a cover 3, or if you're gonna play the nickel.
With the players that we have now that are not hurt.
Yes, right now.
And you think any of that shit?
Oh, let me say something real quick, man. Hey man, Jeremy Chin got them start for the goddamn Redskins, if I'm not mistaken. But man, god damn, man, got them Chin and got them Louvu, man. But anyways, man, God, this nigga didn't know what to do with goddamn Chin, man. What the fuck?
They don't get it done here though. Shit. I mean, Louvu was.
No, Jeremy Chin is allowing 86% completion in pass coverage and
still trash.
Still trash.
Louvu doing his thing.
Man, they're talking about the Commanders balling right now.
Yeah, they one of the best teams in the league right now.
They are.
It ain't got shit to do with Chin.
About. Man, Chin, okay. I hear you.
Chin is not bowling.
I was sitting them out there, him and Louvu. I hear their names getting called.
Louvu bowling.
I hear more about their offense than I do their defense, just saying. So
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels is on.
Jaden Daniels went to the right situation. So
and we could have had that motherfucker. Oh
I
my
don't think it would have. I don't think it would have mattered, Sea Dog. I don't think it would have mattered. So anyway, well, I was gonna say, speaking of pieces, Twan, if you want to throw up the player that we signed this week earlier to the defense, Shaq Lawson, came from Buffalo. He was on Buffalo's team last year, I believe. He was a free agent. I was gonna say, I looked up stats on him, and he's had, unfortunately, only a handful of like really good productive years, and they haven't been consistent. They've been more or less kind of sporadic.
I don't want no more Shaqs. I'm done.
Which is ironic because I was about to say, would anybody be against getting Shaq Leonard to be on the inside with Trevin Wallace?
I don't want Tim, I don't want Shaq O'Neal. I'm done with Shaq.
No. I thought Shaq Leonard was retired.
I don't think so. I think he's still active, I believe.
No, he's still 100% active.
So, but anyway, I mean, at this point, and I think Shaq Lawson, I think he just turned 30 this year. So I mean, another back to like what Nick was saying. I don't even know where Nick went, but he was saying, you know, how we need to go younger. Does everybody just kind of feel like this was obviously because, you know, we're not getting any pass rush and we can't afford to really bring in anybody? I mean, is that how everybody's kind of looking at this signing, or is there anyone who saw the signing and kind of got, I can't even say excited, but at least was like, oh, okay, so that's decent? I mean, anybody at all? Or
I was more so. I thought we brought back Marquise Haynes.
We did.
Personally,
Okay, man, I'm more
he's.
excited
I
about
don't know if
Marquise
he's on the.
Haynes than
I
this
don't think
guy.
if he's on. I don't know if he's on the 53 yet, though.
Okay, I'm more
I mean,
excited
me-
about Marquise Haynes than this guy. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I know Marquise Haynes he gonna bring some motherfucking juice.
I mean,
Go
I
ahead,
agree
JP.
with the sign. I agree with the signing just because we need somebody. But
Mhm.
do I think that Austin is going to make a big difference? No, I don't, honestly.
Gotcha. Twan,
I
you
think
went
he's like,
unmuted for a second too, but you wanted to say something.
I mean, I agree with JP, man. I mean, I don't get caught up in the age shit. You know what I'm saying? People are like, they like these numerologists and some shit. Like he's 30, so he can't play. You know what I mean? He might come in here and dominate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't get caught up in that shit, man. People acting like 30 is a senior citizen or some shit.
And football it is, bro. Depending on who you
It's
are.
not. It's not,
football.
man. I mean, people
And for
just try
some
to.
people it is.
That shit ain't no senior citizen. If you can ball, you can ball.
That's fair. I was gonna say, to add to that, there's a name that I know he just got cut or waived or something from the Eagles, but Devin White is now available. I don't know if anybody's
We've been
familiar
playing
with
for them all
him.
year. That shit's strange.
Yeah. Well, no, Sea Dog, it's not. He actually hasn't been playing. He's been on the team, but he actually hasn't played a single game all year. They haven't put him in.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So he is now available. He's 20, 25, 26 years old. I don't know if anyone's watched any tape on him or any. I mean, his name was definitely familiar.
Maybe I wouldn't mind picking him up, putting him with goddamn Trevin.
Man, can we just go look? I mean, I know, and we could talk about this on another show or something, Claire. But
Mhm.
look, I've been yelling this shit from the rooftops for a year now, bro. Can we just go, man? Look, can we just go holler at Cincinnati Bengals? Look, man, y'all are not using Jake Browning, man. Can we have him, please?
Oh my God.
Please.
We will do another show about the QBs that I know where you're going, Twan. I know where you're going.
Today, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to discuss it, but damn, man,
There's
this
a couple.
is wasting on the sidelines, bro.
There's a few guys that I feel like we at this point we shouldn't be afraid to go after. It won't be now. It would be like after the season's over. But I agree. We'll have another.
I was look, just to be done with that, I would make a straight up trade and get him fucking Bryce for him. Like you get a younger number one pick, boom, 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 and we'll take Jake and maybe a damn fifth rounder.
Yeah, no, man. I got them take Malik Willis over here.
Man, you and Malik Willis can drown yourselves, bro. Malik Willis, he got one win, and now
he had 2 wins.
See, though, you was on this shit when this motherfucker was at Liberty, man. The dude ain't all that, bro. He ain't all that.
Nah, Will Levis ain't all that.
But look, check this out. But when But look, he could be after sitting. He could be. He could be.
The thing, the
Man,
thing is, the
right now. I'll take a flyer on Malik Willis and goddamn Joe Milton on the goddamn Patriots.
I don't know Jake Browning. You wouldn't.
I don't think the Patriots are going to let go of Joe Milton.
Personally, as a Michigan fan, Joe Milton, no, let's not go there.
What?
No.
I mean, if we wouldn't have got Joe Milton, I would want him to sit.
I don't. I mean, he can sit behind goddamn Andy for one more goddamn year.
I would be good with that. Long as
Him or Malik Willis. Fuck.
But not to go get him to put him out on the field. Hell no.
And that's the thing is when you're talking about going snatching quarterbacks off other teams. Are you going to snatch these quarterbacks off other teams because you believe they're the guy and you're going to build around them?
Yeah.
And develop them? Or are you just snatching some guy just to get Bryce out of town?
Nah, Claire can tell you, I've been wanting Browning.
I know you've been talking about Jake Browning ever since he had to start. Was it last season?
Absolutely balled out, man. Last year, you know, I mean, just comfortable and like he's just on a good team where he not gonna get played.
Yeah, you know, well, I don't know if he'll look the same as he did with the Bengals with what we've got right now, but.
No, I wouldn't bring him into this.
I like our weapons though, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep talking about the weapons, man. I like Mingo. I like Leggett. I like Coker.
I still need to see more from Mingo. Mingo looked great in like camp and practice and preseason and all that greatness, but he's made a few decent catches, but I've also seen him drop passes a ton too. Still.
This particular point, I don't even consider Mingo as one of the top 4 receivers on the team.
I don't either.
He's still learning, bro.
Yeah, I can't, man. I like Mingo. I like all the receivers. Like I said, I like Leggett, and I like goddamn Coker. I like Coker goddamn get some burn.
You like the guy that just got back on the team, who we cut?
No, Coker was on the practice squad, I thought.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, but see, though, can you agree with this? We got to get out of that mentality of liking D-list players. Coker is a D.
Man,
the Panthers will always, we gonna always be down if we don't go out here, like JP just said, like, look, if we don't go out here and get these A and B players, man, we're gonna always be stuck.
Man, look, we got
Coker is a D player.
We got good physical receivers. Then you got them bring back old buddy number 5.
It's just like when we had motherfucking Shot Smith, man. Every year they wanted this motherfucker back, man. You know, I'm like, man, no.
I'm not talking about no damn shot. Come on.
The only disagreement I have with you, Twan, on that is the fact that there can be guys that you consider D-list because of where they're at, but then can come out and be diamonds in the rough. I mean, Adam Thielen was not a number 1 pick.
I know,
and he wasn't considered an A-list player.
We're always dealing with motherfuckers that we got to. Can we just get some guys, man, that just got the talent already?
My man, what's wrong with Coker though, man?
Man,
hold on, man. Man, we got some nice pieces, man. I like Canales. Real quick, man.
Coker's gonna be looking for a job next year, bro.
Even though we haven't won these last 2 games, it has been. I mean, disappointing for the coaching because with the last game, you know, you could tell, but he's young though. But we should have kept running the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? He came out there with that bullshit, goddamn. Throwing the ball around after they tied the game up this past Sunday. Like, nah, stick to our goddamn thing, man. Run the goddamn ball. You know what I'm saying?
See, man,
get him to play that shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But he's still young though. But man, I like the receivers though, man.
Hey, Claire, this is what I think happens.
Look, hold on, Try. Look, we can get rid of anything. We can get rid of goddamn Miles Sanders because he ain't been producing. But for the receivers. Man, that motherfucker young. I'm good with them, man. Shit, got the Devontae. He young. He been dropping ball. That motherfucker young, though. He a goddamn rookie. Everybody talking about they want to goddamn see Brooks play. Shit, he a goddamn rookie. Man, I like all the young pieces we got. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, we just need a better defensive coordinator, man. Or you got to do better on defense, man. Shit.
This is what I think people get caught up on. They'll watch a Panthers game, and they'll see somebody make one good play. And then all of a sudden we over exaggerate that player, and then that player should get more playing time or whatever. It was one fucking play. The Panthers got to start getting some talent in here, bro.
So real
But
quick,
the thing is,
Hold on, Sea-Dog. Hold on.
but the thing is, we always gonna be in some type of situation because we got this big stain on our team, man, because of our owner, bro. So it's gonna have to come through the fucking draft. Motherfuckers have not lined up to come play.
I don't disagree.
Nobody's lined up to come play for us. So when we even when we talk like we talking now, like I'm going go get Browning, boom, but that don't mean Browning want to play here. Like nobody, motherfuckers will be like, I'll stay on the team I'm on now, and I ain't getting no playing time to collect my checks then to go play with the Panthers, bro.
No, that's facts.
Facts.
What?
What were you about to say, JP?
So when we get these knockoffs up in here, then we start trying to make them something that they not.
Go ahead, JP.
I was just agreeing with Juan. That's why I said rebuild.
Oh, okay.
Due diligence and when you're scouting these guys, that's where the effort should be put into now.
Man, we got a lot of injuries, man. Man, I'm telling you, man.
Embrace the rebuild.
I think JP just said it too, Claire. It's like things that we need to be improving on are some of the things we don't talk about. Like we need a better scouting department. Who agrees?
We need a better scouting department.
We need a way better scouting department.
They've already gotten rid of the scouting department once, and now they're back. I mean, they've already got new people in there as of this year. Y'all know that, right? There was a lot of people in the scouting department that were fired.
It's crazy how some teams can go find every diamond in the rough in the world, and we can't.
I was going to say, Kitty, we're about to talk about that here in a minute. So as far as this team goes, I'm all for rebuilding. I'm sick and tired of trying to, throw some shit together with like Mod Podge adhesive and everything and duct tape and toothpicks and popsicle sticks and pom-pom balls and trying to sell it as, oh yeah, we're good enough to have, all we need is a QB. Fuck that noise. Do what you should have done when you first got this team, saw what you had, got rid of everything, and literally start the fuck over. We're at level 0. That's the point of the show.
So check this out. I'm gonna get Claire to do this, just so y'all can see where I'm coming from, right? So everybody, imagine everybody that's on our team right now, right? And this is a talent argument, right? Now, Claire, all I want you to do is just start naming guys that were really, really good on that 2015 team.
That were really, really good, like that we knew were at the very beginning of the year or post the team, post that season.
Throughout the whole year, they go.
Cam Newton, Greg Olsen.
No. Say Cam Newton. Do we have a Cam Newton on this team?
No.
Okay, go.
Greg Olsen.
Do we have a Greg Olsen on this team?
No.
Go.
Ted Ginn, because he was our number one receiver by default.
And we was trashing Ted Ginn back then, but that motherfucker would be a beast on our team right now.
Facts.
You don't even want me to get started. Look, Chuba. I think Chuba is holding down the running back shit, but he need a partner. He need a solidified partner.
I think, I'm hoping, and I think a lot of people are, is that's what we're going to get in Brooks. We don't know that yet, though.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like you ain't even hit the defensive side of the ball yet.
There's no point. I was going to say there is no point in me hitting the defensive side of the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, look, I'm tired of trying to we trying to hype up shit.
I mean, so here's what I will say to that, Twan. The only thing that I think we could all agree with, maybe, I think there's a couple players that might have been a little bit better in this regard. If we would have had the O-line we had now in front of Cam during that 2015 season,
shit, I'd have been broken.
what do you think would have happened?
I can say exactly what had happened. I'd be broke buying all that Super Bowl shit from 2015. That's what I'd have been broke. And you know what? I would have been happy as hell being broke.
Especially in that Super Bowl game, bro.
Yeah, if we had this O-line during the Super Bowl, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'd have been broke so fast buying up all that merchandise, bro. I wouldn't even care.
I'd have been in fucking Charlotte. That's what would have happened if we had that.
Oh yeah, bro. But you know what? No, actually, no, Twine. I actually would never met you then because I was overseas. Never mind. God dang it.
But we know each other then.
Man, you probably would have found me anyway. I'd have been on Mint.
I would have met you.
I'd have been on Mint Street somewhere fucked up.
I'd have been right there, bro.
Oh my god. So speaking of Cam, I want to try to end this on. Hopefully, this will be a happy note, and this is that's what we're about to talk about. So if anyone, unless you've been. I mean, this just got announced this morning, so I'm not going to sit here and say, unless you've been living under a rock. As it was announced this morning, Cam Newton has now signed with ESPN to be a primary commentator on First Take with Stephen A. Smith and Molly. I can never pronounce her damn name. But
Molly.
What's her name?
Molly fucking dumbass. Wish they fire her ass, Carol.
That's really what it is. It's Karam?
No, it's Querum.
I didn't think it was Querum. Oh God, yeah,
it's Molly Karam.
Molly Q. We'll just go Molly Q. I don't care. Molly Q. I don't care anyway.
Erim. It ain't no U.
It's Querum.
I just call Molly.
I don't. Molly. We're gonna go with Molly Q. We'll be here all night. Anyway, so here's the thing. So obviously, I'll read this little blurb that came out. Cam Newton's addition to First Take brings an electrifying presence, enhancing our roster of top-tier personalities. His dynamic charisma, combined with the high-end profile debates alongside Stephen A. Smith, will create compelling must-watch television for the fans. And that came from David Roberts, the executive VP and the executive editor of Sports News and Entertainment at ESPN. So, if anyone has watched 4th and 1, we have seen countless times where Cam has, put himself out there like, all they got to do is pick up the phone, call me. All they got to do is do this. I'm ready for it. So I'll ask everybody. This should be a collective. I don't think anyone's going to be like, nah, this was a bad idea. What do you think a Cam Newton personality, his charisma, just how Cam is as an individual, which is eccentric, electrifying, everything that was said about him? What do you guys think will be brought to First Take with him going back and forth, I guess, so to speak, with a Stephen A. Smith type? How do you guys think that dynamic will now be on First Take?
Well, I'm
that shit about to be lit, man, because he's going to be on there. Man, that shit about to be fucking lit, man.
I'm going to shock the shit out of you, Claire.
Go for it.
Swan don't like it.
I'm happy for Cam Newton because I want him to
get his because of Stephen A. Is that why?
I want him to get his coins. No, man. But
okay.
I fucking hate it because he's going to ESPN where motherfuckers go and lose their identity, bro. ESPN will change you. They will completely change you from who you are. You're gonna have to do it their way. It's just a ridiculous. I don't want to offend nobody.
Cam ain't gonna be wearing what he want to wear. You tripping?
I don't want to offend nobody when I say this because I'm not trying to offend anybody. But ESPN is way too fucking inclusive for me, bro. Way too inclusive. It's like I don't even know if it's a sports channel anymore or they just trying to make everybody happy that watches the show, man. They're not gonna let Cam be fucking Cam. And then if he has to work with that beanhead ass pushed hairline back Stephen A. Smith, bro, I don't like it for him, man. Stephen A. Smith, hey, tell me I'm lying, JP. That motherfucker never he is never gonna accept losing a debate. Ever. He's gonna get on Cam's nerves, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Now, what I was thinking, like, if they're gonna bring Cam on and let him do his own show on ESPN, that's great. Just like they did the dude that the Pat McAfee or whatever. Why the fuck you got a team Cam up with Stephen A. Smith in First Take and dumbass Molly, and then not to mention that they had a girl on there. What was the name? The one that was talking shit about him and shit.
I don't remember who it was.
It don't matter. That make it even better, man. He got them winning at the end of the day. He got man.
They ain't gonna, but they look. But see, no, they are going to try to change this man, bro.
No, he's not, man. He's still gonna have his goddamn hair. He still got that gonna be wearing what the fuck he got that water
I
wear.
understand about them making him cut his hair, but listen, when you come to ESPN, you got to do shit the Disney way, bro.
Nah, that nigga got done doing it the Cam Newton way.
I don't know who gonna tell C-Dog, you know, because
I was gonna say
they're
they're
hard-headed about shit like this, but I don't know who gonna tell him. It's Disney.
Hey, C-Dog. Hey, well, Mickey Mouse want, Mickey Mouse gonna get. And Mickey don't play.
And I was gonna say,
Mickey Mouse do not play around. He does. He loves
you not gonna like who they try to change him into.
You fuck with his name, he will fuck with you, and he don't care.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Now, does anybody know? Like, he ain't giving up his own show, is he?
No,
I don't know, but I would imagine not. I would hope not.
1 day a week. You only on there on Friday.
I don't give a fuck, man. It's his though.
Like to the sharp only
No. He would only be on First Take. What? First Take's only on what? Is it every day or is it just 1 day a week?
It's every day. It's every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be on Friday from my understanding.
Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be on there every single time.
No, I'm gonna tell you like
Friday.
He might be. I don't know.
Cam don't even think. See, like Shannon Sharp. If you watch, Shannon Sharp wants to be another Stephen A. Smith. So he agree with every fucking thing. Cam is not going to agree with them niggas, bro.
Man, you tripping, man.
Cam is not going to agree with them niggas, bro. He's not.
Man, Shannon Sharp killing it, man.
At the end of the day, people don't realize that ESPN.
Shannon Sharp gay as shit.
Man, Shannon Sharp was just on live fucking. What are we talking about?
And you bought it too, didn't you? And you bought it. And you fucking bought it, didn't you? Did you see her?
Man, cause you didn't see her? Come on, man.
Did you see her?
Really? Oh my God.
Did you see her? And you bought that shit too. Hey, JP, what was circling around Shannon Sharp before that sex tape drop? What was out there real thick?
Yeah, they were saying that Shannon Sharp was gay.
Him and Mike Epps Mike called him out. Him and Mike Epps got into it, bro. So if you got all that swirling around your name, I'll drop a sex tape too. Shit.
Man, y'all boy hating on Shannon Sharp, boy. Y'all boy.
Nobody hating on Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp hating on himself. Shannon Sharp don't even like. He don't like black. See though.
He broke the record with Cat Wood.
You talking crazy now. Shannon Sharp don't like black women. He already openly fucking said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp is constantly talking down to a lot of athletes and black guys. Look, man, I'm glad he in the Hall of Fame, but he don't give these young motherfuckers a chance, bro.
Man, Shannon Sharp be keeping it 100. You tripping?
No, the fuck he don't. See,
oh my God!
He don't like popular motherfuckers, man. C don't like popular motherfuckers. It's just like back in the day when C-Dog was gonna try to tell me that Gucci Man
shit about goddamn.
When you said Gucci Man was a better rapper than Jay-Z.
He chilling, man.
That is an argument I will let y'all have on another show. We're not even.
That shit.
He said, "What's the argument?"
This nigga said Gucci Man was a better rapper than Jay-Z.
To me, Gucci Man is better than Jay-Z. I'm from the South. Gucci Man is what are we talking about?
What you said, Tito?
Yeah, that's what he said, bro.
Go.
You drunk, man.
Nah.
That's hell.
Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Just put it like that.
I'm just gonna sit back and eat popcorn and you go at it.
You can't say no drunk shit, bro.
Anyway, that's your opinion. But I never had a Jay-Z album. I never had a Jay-Z CD. Man, I won't say it, man, because we riding candy. When you got rims on your car, you ain't banging no Jay-Z.
I'm not saying that. See,
You banging T.I. You banging 8-Ball MJG.
I'm just saying that he know damn well
3 6 Mafia.
Gucci
Man,
ain't
stop
no
it.
better rapper than Jay-Z.
Man, to me, he better than Guwap better than goddamn Jay-Z.
All Gucci Mane rap about is drugs and bitches.
Hey, he better than Jay-Z. And he really did it. He really had cocaine.
Damn.
Big Meek when he the fuck got that Gucci Mane, he forgot to rob the motherfucker.
I think you say this shit that Cito idolizes JP.
I fuck with
them street niggas, bro. He like them street niggas, bro.
I fuck with Guwap.
I mean, I'm gonna let C-Dog have that one. I don't understand it, but that's his opinion.
Like I said, that is a whole other show.
Gucci Mane got the most ABC ass rhymes.
Just like y'all trying to have the whole who's the GOAT in basketball conversation. No, y'all have tried to have some conversations in the past before. We've almost had the Jordan and LeBron breakout conversation. I'm not new.
Jordan is the GOAT.
Between that and who's the best rapper, I mean, y'all could just make a whole show out of who is the GOAT for what topic, and that'll have to be something else.
I don't argue that Jordan shit no more. People they gonna pick who they want to pick, bro. I've accepted that.
Man, LeBron not even better than Kobe Bryant. Motherfuckers be tripping out here. Y'all got there slow. It is what it is.
You just missed again, bro. You just lost again, bro.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I did want to say.
Go ahead, JP. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to speak on that Cam thing before we got off of it. People don't realize that ESPN is corporate, and Cam and personality and how he carries himself, like him doing 4th and 1 is the best thing for him. His own thing. He can do whatever he want to do. He can say whatever he want to say. He can be honest in everything that he says. But when he goes to ESPN on First Take, that's not gonna fly with ESPN because they are too corporate for his style. They've always been that way.
Well, we'll have to just see how it goes, JP, because
inclusive.
I also don't think Cam would have put pen to paper if he felt he couldn't be himself, because I know that's something he has said multiple times.
Tell him again, Claire.
They're not gonna let him do it.
Well, then that means that Cam Newton and ESPN will probably have a relationship that breaks by the time we hit Christmas, if that's the case.
He's gonna be on it Friday. He's gonna be on it tomorrow. Hey, real quick, tomorrow HBCU Cam gonna be on it tomorrow. That shit gonna be lit.
Yeah, Cam gonna be on First Take tomorrow.
That shit gonna be lit.
Yes, he is going to be on First Take tomorrow. That is his debut is tomorrow.
If I would have known I got them be there, I would be at that motherfucker.
But look, let me go ahead and tell you what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be fucking lit.
Like Dom 34 said. The Dom 34 said, if Cam be Cam on ESPN, it's called fire.
Yeah.
Man, that's
fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
And you know what's fucked up?
I can't wait to see what my man gonna have on Friday.
But see,
you're gonna have a Mashika hat.
See, this is what's fucked up though. And some other people complain about this though. But so I think they should let Cam just be who he is. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a guy that's on ESPN right now who they let be exactly who he is, and that's Pat McAfee. If you're gonna let Pat McAfee get on his show and curse and get drunk, and this motherfucker was doing fucking drugs over in another country representing ESPN, bro. You know,
it's just like you said,
shit, then you should let Cam do what he want to do too.
Exactly like you said, Twan. That's Pat McAfee's own show.
Exactly.
First Take, not Cam's show.
They let him bring his show to ESPN. That's why I say if you let Cam bring his own show,
was so goddamn popular. That's why they got their brought him on.
Well,
so over.
Do you feel, because I was going to ask this, but I don't know. This might not be a good question to ask, but do you feel if ESPN would have extended an offer to buy, and don't take this the wrong way when I say it, to buy Cam, meaning to buy his show, would you feel that would have been a better thing to happen for ESPN to buy his show? Because obviously it would be affiliated with ESPN, they would make money. Cam would also get more viewership and everything else, but he would it would be 4th and 1. They would buy 4th and 1.
That's a bad deal because he still got his own shit. He still got 4th and 1, and he still got the fucking Friday. Nah, he still got to keep his own shit on the side. Nah,
what's a bad deal? What's a bad deal?
If ESPN were to buy 4th and 1,
You don't say that's a bad deal. What are you saying is a bad deal?
Well, Claire's talking about that's bad. Why fuck with that? He got his own shit on the side. Nah, I'm getting this goddamn money from ESPN. This is another check.
It will be essentially.
He should get
It would essentially be the same thing that Pat McAfee is doing now.
Right, that's my point. It's just they would buy his show. He would still do it. It's just they're buying him. They're buying Cam.
ESPN didn't buy Pat McAfee's show though.
I'm aware. Okay, so Dog. Okay, I'm aware of that. What I'm saying is that they're not buying it. I'm not. They wouldn't like offer him something ridiculously lower. So I'm saying for you to be able to get Cam and the personality and everything that comes with 4th and 1, if that's what you're wanting, buy the show, because they wouldn't buy Funky Friday. It would just be sports related. So they would buy the show and they would get Cam with it. 4th and 1. And Cam would still make his money because ESPN has to pay him. That's part of buying the show. He would get extended viewership. He would get his own slot. He would be on TV. All the stuff. It wouldn't just be YouTube paying him. He would actually get something from ESPN, like, multinational conglomerate. He would actually earn probably more money by being bought by ESPN instead of running it through YouTube. That's what I'm saying.
When he went over there, he was on fucking YouTube. See, what a lot of people don't know about Pat McAfee
is that YouTube get money though, man. Pat McAfee was already getting. He would already get so much money. So man.
One of the things that people don't understand about this shit, and it really kind of goes into kind of how this country is anyway. But I'm not gonna get into that. But Pat McAfee makes more fucking money than Stephen A. Smith, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he started off on YouTube. Now, if y'all remember Stephen A. back in the day, Stephen A. used to try to clown podcasters, tell me something. I'm on TV. I hate that motherfucker, bro. I don't want to imitate him,
Yeah, YouTube where it's at, man.
That's so fucking cocky. And then now what you gonna see him tomorrow? He gonna laugh in Cam's face and I know, but in the back of Cam's head,
hold on, but every time he said something about Cam Newton, man, he always bring up Cam Newton restaurant, man. So I can't say that, man. He always
Stephen A. Smith used to always talk shit about Cam Newton.
Nah, man. Every time, man, man. Every time he talk about Cam, he always talk about fellowship, man. He always tell people to go check out fellowship, man, because that shit A1, dog. That shit is A1. One of the best spots in the city.
But Dog, back to your point about saying that YouTube, that he would make money from YouTube. Here's my thing, though. You know what YouTube, and I know YouTube has opened up a lot of opportunities for other people, but they still have to expand eventually. There are other things that people do other than YouTube that are also part of their brand or whatever that they do. My point to you is guess what YouTube doesn't bring that something like ESPN does if Cam's show were to be bought by ESPN? Opportunities. There are things that Cam, while he's popular on YouTube, that's the only viewing opportunity that he has. You put him on ESPN, which is streamed on other platforms and it gets eyes everywhere. Cam could then be pulled to go do other opportunities because he's getting seen more. There are opportunities that would present themselves more naturally for Cam outside of just doing it on YouTube. On YouTube, he has all the control. I get that, which is something he likes. He likes being his own boss.
Claire, he already straight. Right? The fact that ESPN even showed interest, even if they didn't even do a deal now, other motherfuckers are gonna show that type of interest now.
Right. And that's
the other thing I wanted to point out with that
Cam Newton is winning, man. He winning.
We're not saying he's not winning, man.
We're not saying he's not. But what I'm saying is what I feel would have been, in my opinion, Cam had to do whatever he wanted to do or needed to do to get this opportunity. I get it. But where I felt that where I think ESPN would even have benefited from this more along with Cam is ESPN buying 4th and 1 and Cam. Nothing changes. Just ESPN has rights to it. They have to. That's part of buying it. There's no getting away from it. They would have to work. Okay, C-Dog, but again, you are C-Dog.
ESPN have rights to my shit. It's my shit. Nah, ain't nobody gonna want to do that shit. It's his shit.
Man, it's like
Man, goddamn, Shannon Sharp ain't about to get ESPN no part of his goddamn club to say shit. For what? He getting money off that shit. That don't make no goddamn sense.
Man, if ESPN offers Shannon Sharp the sign for him to do club
Nigga, he broke the record on YouTube.
I don't give a. That's
What
just
you
one
talking
smoke.
about? What I'm gonna sign my shit over for? Nigga, I'm already the shit, nigga. That don't make no goddamn sense.
It makes perfect
If I got the best
sense.
cocaine out here, I don't gotta go fuck nobody, nigga. I got the best cocaine, nigga.
So who gonna tell?
Let's be quiet. Boy, you tripping?
So who gonna tell C-Dog that? So who gonna tell C-Dog
It makes perfect sense.
That TV money ain't YouTube money. YouTube money is not TV money.
Nigga, Shannon
It's
Sharp
not.
even on there every day. Only on there 2 days
Bro,
a week.
listen, bro. Do you know
Boy,
how
you
much money?
tripping.
Do you know how much money?
Gonna be on there
Pat
one day a
makes?
week because you already getting money off his shit.
I'm not gonna argue with this nigga. Look, do you know how much money Pat McAfee makes, bro?
Off the top of my head, no. The only thing I can do is probably look up what he's worth.
Do you know what he told ESPN? He said, even if I come over there, I'm gonna do my show my way. So I'm gonna continue to curse. Y'all can bleep the curse words out if y'all want to, but I'm doing my show my way. So why can't Cam do his show his way?
Because of stipulations to it, obviously.
Because he ain't Pat McAfee.
Well, and for me, and that's why I feel like that should have been the wiser opportunity.
5 days a week.
Well, yeah, because he runs his own show. He would have to be
2 days a week. Cam Newton 1 day a week. I got my own shit. I ain't about to get that sign over for what? Like I said, Shannon Sharp. We broke the record on YouTube. What I'm gonna go sign my shit over to ESPN for?
Because YouTube ain't gonna pay him the type of money that ESPN is. I don't know how to put it to you any better than that, bro.
Man, Shannon Sharp, the biggest check he ever got was for that goddamn Cat Williams goddamn
and
interview.
it was for $700,000. He can make that shit in motherfucking 3 months at ESPN.
I'll say it like this. Stephen A. Smith has his own podcast on YouTube as well. But it's a reason why
and it ain't jumping on shit.
The reason why he's asking ESPN for $20 million a year and not YouTube.
Yep.
And that was going to be my next thing, is the reason why Cam, if he's only doing it 1 day a week, it's because he probably told them, I've got my other shit to run, which is fine. And this is not me saying that Cam Newton did the wrong thing. I'm saying that ESPN could have had a valuable opportunity in offering him something to pretty much buy the 4th and 1 segment and run it through ESPN. That's all I'm saying.
Just like Pat McAfee.
That's all I'm saying. Because
but I see what you're doing though, JP. I saw that too, bro. Stephen A. JP, you know this too. Stephen A. took his black ass to YouTube to try to put pressure on ESPN to up his money back then. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is not doing as great as he thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought he was going to be like, well, I can come over here and do my own show like Shannon. The thing is, Stephen A. ain't motherfuckers don't like him like Shannon. So he didn't apply no pressure to them because it's like, man, don't nobody really watch that show like that. Stephen A.'s messy, bro. He messy. He all over the place. He don't just talk about fucking sports. He want to talk about elections and P. Diddy and all kinds of other shit. And it's like we don't value his damn opinion any damn way. I don't like Shannon either, but at least they respect him, man. He got a following. But if Cam, like Claire is saying, man, if ESPN was like, look, I want to buy 4th and 1, he's going to make way more money through ESPN, bro.
Man, he already got money. Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
Dog, we're not tripping if we're in the idea of Cam making more money and them allowing him, because that would
He's
be
gonna make way
that would
more
be part
money.
of the contract.
I
Because
got
if he's
my
like, I'm running
own
the
shit.
show,
Why the fuck I'm gonna goddamn sell my shit?
You see, he didn't
you're not
hesitate.
That don't
okay.
make no fucking sense.
Dog, it's not about you selling your shit. You are literally getting an offer for someone to buy it. They do not own it 100%. That's not how that works. For it to work, they would be buying it in the sense of they would buy part of the show, and the ownership would have to be figured out percentage wise how it gets split. But either way, Cam would make more money because there would be a contract that's part of it, and whatever they buy, they're buying the platform to have access to Cam and his content. That's what that's for.
That's it.
He would make more money by ESPN doing that than keeping it on YouTube, because it is true what Twan is saying. What you get from TV corporations is more than what you're going to get from YouTube. I'm not going to sit here and say that Cam doesn't make mad money from YouTube. He does. He's also got other investments. He's got plenty of other things. He's got sponsorships. None of that goes away. I'm saying that there could have been a mutual opportunity for both, especially on ESPN's side, had they made that offer. Had they made that offer and maybe Cam declined it? Possibly. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. I have no idea what discussions went down. But what I'm saying is, if I was ESPN, I would have come forth with an offer that said, I'm going to give you a number of what I want to do to buy your 4th and 1 segment. We will talk about, percentages of ownerships and everything else, because half the time when someone like that is taking ownership, usually, unless I've got this wrong, but just from what I've dealt with business wise, when they're buying something that you already own, they don't get majority ownership over that.
Nah,
But they will make
right.
They want a piece of it, and you would not believe how much more viewership and money they would make from the views by having a 4th and 1 type show on their watch list, or on their whatever y'all want to call it, like their takes on their different segments is the word I'm looking for. Having 4th and 1 as a segment, that is my point. No one's going to buy it and say, okay, we now own it 100%. That's not how it works, because Cam already owns it. They would be buying a piece of it to be able to have it, and he would still make more money. That's my point. But he might have said no because that's his own thing, and that is totally fine.
Own fucking balls. He already getting fucking money.
Well, yes, Dog, he is getting money. I'm just saying it would have been mutual to both parties, where he could have made more money, gotten more opportunities, views, you name it, and they also could have probably made more money with him having
All
his own
money
segment.
ain't good money. You ain't never heard that before?
Yeah, all money ain't good money.
God dang.
But here's
I'm already getting my own fucking money. What the fuck I'm gonna do that shit for? I'm already getting money.
Yeah, but see, though, your money that you're getting is not always gonna be good money, because what happens if that money runs out? You're gonna need somebody to buy your shit.
Cam ain't gonna be
got a lot of shit out here, boy. You tripping? Cam got a lot of stuff. Let me tell you something. One of the businesses that he got is in the trucking company. You know how much trucking companies make, man? I don't think he own a trucking company, man. Some shit, man. Look, man, get to the money, boy.
Education, people. Motherfuckers, stay in school, man. Stop dropping out of fucking school, man. Education.
That ESPN money can go away so quick it wouldn't even matter. But that YouTube money won't go away like that. All right. He can go.
This man already getting money. You talking about goddamn YouTube money?
Listen, he can go on ESPN today and then do one segment and get fired after that segment. ESPN money is gone. ESPN money is gone. But you know what? But you know what won't be gone? If he gets fired from ESPN after one segment, YouTube, he can go right back on YouTube and make and still continue to make money.
Okay, so you're siding with Dog on this.
No, I'm not siding with
you pretty much are, because we're saying ESPN that you pretty much are. You're coming after him, but yet you're on his side at the same time. It makes no sense.
All right.
JP, what were you saying?
I'm willing to bet that Cam's salary on First Take is going to be more than what he makes on 4th and 1 on YouTube.
It's going to be 4 times as much.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, but because I don't have the numbers,
one day.
But because I don't have the numbers, I wouldn't know.
Like I'm saying, but y'all better go see what Cam got going on, man. Cam got real businesses out here, real good.
Okay, we know we're not taking anything away from that, Sea Dog.
He getting logistics money out here. Y'all better stop it, man.
We understand. We are talking about this from a business standpoint. You need to take your emotions out of it, is what you need to do. We're looking at this from a business standpoint.
Every time my football player, like Caleb Williams was bought this big ass house, the big ass mansion in goddamn in Chicago, and Cam always told them boys, man, there's no point even buying spending all a bunch of money. Oh, let me finish, nigga. Ain't no point in spending a whole bunch of money like that on your rookie contract, cause you're not from that city. Just go buy you a house where you from, cause you always gonna go back where you from. So you always be up there talking, making sense with your money, man. Nigga ain't no dummy. Only thing I like what you be doing be making all them goddamn babies. But besides that, you know how to make money. Stop it.
I don't think we ever said he didn't know how to make money.
You know how to make fucking money. Fuck all you. You get to the fucking money.
See,
fuck.
No, you right.
You
right, Cam.
Fuck all that shit, nigga. Adrian Peterson fucking broke. Stop that shit. Cam got them shit out here. Get to the goddamn money.
Man, what is this man talking about, bro? When nobody said shit about
I don't
talking about like that nigga man, look, got that ESPN got their money. The fuck y'all talking about?
Go ahead, JP.
No, see, one thing that you're right about, Cam does know how to make money.
Cam get to the fucking money, nigga. The fuck wrong with y'all?
Cam does know how to make money.
Why you ain't got them Ben Preston? Got them
Sea Dog.
Go ahead, man.
Sea Dog is partly right. Cam does know how to make money. But Cam also agreed to go on First Take.
Bro, listen. We all know that Cam know how to make money, and that's why he's trying to make some more of it by going on ESPN, bro.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That motherfucker didn't even hesitate when they called him.
Yeah, and I was only making the... Go ahead, JP.
I was just saying, we cannot compare YouTube money to corporate money. We can't.
No.
It's a different...
Not ever.
Ever.
And again, we are not saying that Cam is bad with money. He's great with money. We're not saying Cam doesn't know what to do with it. He absolutely does. So, but where I was coming from was from a point of business that would have potentially made ESPN and Cam both more money, is where I was coming from. Like I said, that might not have even been a conversation. And if it was, Cam probably just politely declined and said, you know what, I'd rather just have my one segment and be on my way. And that's fine. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm entertaining the idea of here would be an opportunity for Cam to get more views, and that would potentially lead to more opportunities for him to go get opportunities elsewhere, because it would open up other avenues and other doors that would not be open if it was only on YouTube. He might get looks now just from doing the First Take thing. We don't know. I hope he does, personally.
So the difference between Pat McAfee and Pat Cam is this. Pat McAfee is making more money than he's ever made in his life, even as a fucking kicker in the NFL. He wasn't making no money in the NFL. But look, man, he's Pat McAfee, the Americana type of guy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, that people are going to watch. You know, I mean, you know, everybody got their shit that they like. You know what I'm saying? You know, he has a certain audience, and his audience loves him. You know what I'm saying? And Cam will have a completely different audience than him. So my thing is, if you're gonna bring Pat McAfee in, and Pat McAfee said, I ain't changing my damn show, and you're gonna pay him all this damn money, then Cam should be seeking some similar shit. The only thing is, they probably not gonna let Cam have a show every day, because Pat McAfee's show is every day on ESPN. But if Pat ever but when that contract is up, and if Pat McAfee says, look, man, I don't want to fuck with you with ESPN no more, he can go do his own thing. He ain't even got to go through no damn YouTube. He can start his own damn network up.
If he wanted to.
Pat McAfee having his own show on ESPN is also why he's on College Game Day all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Why am I going to do all this other shit when I can just spend their money?
Right.
And
Pat McAfee was already on goddamn Game Day before goddamn he had to deal with ESPN.
Personally, I I get tired of seeing Pat McAfee on every damn thing, bro. I get tired of seeing him. I don't want to see this motherfucker on game day, his show. I mean, the ESPN trying to put him on damn near every show they got him on. I like Stephen A. Smith. I'm burnt out from that dude. They try to put him on everything. Nobody wants to hear that. Man, I can't stand Stephen A. Smith, bro. You look, I know. I really, really don't like.
Everybody love his dickhead mentality. That's why.
Yeah.
God
You know, the whole,
forbid.
They have more. He look like a dickhead. He talk like a dickhead. He act like a dickhead. He even dressed like a damn dickhead on
Man, I
fucking
full
damn
with
college.
Stephen A. Smith, man, because sometimes every now and then he hold the Democrats to the goddamn fire.
the
I
thing,
fuck
the
with
thing.
him.
We ain't talking about no fucking elections, bro. Hey,
Hey,
look,
I'm
the
just
thing was
saying,
Stephen
he
A.
put
Smith,
Camilla
bro.
ass in the goddamn spot. Goddamn it.
The thing with Stephen A. This motherfucker thinks he's a fucking player. JP, he think. Did you not hear his recent argument? This motherfucker said, and he tried to throw Dak under the bus with that shit.
Dak under the bus about what?
This motherfucker said Dak gets paid such and such and such. I should be paid like Dak.
Not in a million years,
Motherfucker's
fool.
like, bro, you ain't no damn athlete, bro.
Yeah, you're not out there
I'm the best
getting into
at what I do.
stupid.
But he said,
Anyway,
I'm the best at what I do. Says who?
God, I'll give him credit. At least he's confident in himself.
That motherfucker's
Not everybody would be. Lord.
He is overconfident.
All right. Anything? Okay. Outside of the topic, because I sent us in a rant with the whole ESPN buying 4th and 1 thing, just to hear everyone's thoughts. Is there any other topics that anyone wants to talk about? We covered everything I had in mind.
Man,
Unless we really want to.
Trevor Wallace, I think he's gonna be balling the rest of the year. I'm not gonna be. He gonna have more games with 10 plus tackles.
I mean, I hope you're right in a way, because we need some kind of bright spot somewhere on that side of the ball.
And then we fucked up by not keeping Iki Leoto, because I think the Jets picked them up. And not,
yeah,
that was dumb.
Well, I think here's what's interesting with all that is, has anyone noticed every time we get a sack leader, they cut him? Like Eku Leota was our sack leader, cut him. Jaden Peavy, sack leader, even though he got injured, he was scheduled to still come back. They cut him. Then they bring him back to the practice squad. It's like, what the fuck?
So here's that interview though. That fuck.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Is what we're talking.
Damn, man, my shit.
There.
Your ESPN contract, yes, sir, is what we're told up next year. And the word on the street is that you want something in the range of $100 million for 5 years.
Right.
True?
I'm not getting specific as it pertains to numbers, because only a fool discusses his own negotiations while negotiating. I would ask respectfully, pay attention to the industry, see what people are getting paid, see how much money they're making and what they're bringing to the table. Dak Prescott just signed a contract for $240 million. He's making $60 million.
What the fuck does Dak Prescott have to do with an analyst on ESPN, bro?
Absolutely nothing.
And this is the thing, Claire, that y'all don't know about this motherfucker. He loves throwing his own people under the bus, bro. Black people can't stand this motherfucker except C-Dog. This motherfucker is a sellout if I ever fucking knew one, bro. But listen, he's comparing himself to the highest paid player in the NFL, man. Let's go.
A year. He made sure to get.
I know, he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys,
who has won 2 playoff games in 8 years. I've been number 1 for 12. I'm sorry. In our respective industries, I win. And I'm fully aware of what I'm worth. And I will never apologize to that for anybody.
He is right.
You know what?
Number one, where?
I can't be mad at that.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but I don't like the fact that he had to take Dak Prescott to compare himself to Dak Prescott and what he does. He ain't say Aaron Rodgers or nobody. And Stephen A. does not talk shit to white people, bro, because he knows that's not how that shit works at ESPN. He is
so Dak Prescott earned that money he got.
He earned it.
And until 2 playoff wins in 8 years, he earned that money. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You know the Dallas Cowboys could have just not signed that contract, right? So yeah, he earned it. I want Stephen A. to get his money.
Why you gotta the Super Bowl since we being kids, man. That nigga ain't earned that money. 2 playoff wins. Stop it. Real quick, how many playoff wins you gotta win to get to the goddamn Super Bowl?
Does Stephen A. Smith play football?
How many playoff wins do you gotta win to get to the Super Bowl?
Stephen A. Smith play football?
Yeah. Answer that then.
Does he play football?
Yeah.
No, he don't. He don't play football, bro. He doesn't play football.
I want no quarterback on my team for the Panthers to get all that money. And I get 2 playoff wins in 8 years.
I hate to break it to y'all, but eventually we are going to have to pay a quarterback. Like y'all are just going to have to
pay one. But listen,
like
not one that give you 2 playoff wins in 8 years.
And guess what, C-Dog? The market. Okay, what you do versus the market does not dictate that.
That's what the fucking market is.
Just because the Jaguars were dumb to pay Trevor Lawrence, or because the Cowboys wanted to pay that because they were dumb, that was a dumb decision.
That's not dumb.
Let me get this out real quick. I want Stephen A. to get all the money he can get. But why would you throw somebody under the fucking bus to make your point?
He didn't throw him under the bus.
That's what he always does. No, he basically said Dak is a loser and he gets paid all this money and I'm not a loser. In his eyes, he's not. He's a fucking loser in my eyes, man. I can't stand that motherfucker. And this is why. Stephen A. is a bitch ass dude, bro. He is.
And Lawrence got paid. He got 0 playoff wins.
But look. But Claire, when did we start comparing?
Actually, Trevor Lawrence got 1 playoff win.
Analysis to fucking high paid guys in the league, bro.
1 playoff win.
Okay, but C-Dog, it's not. Here's the problem. If we based everything on production, these quarterbacks would just be constantly in a rotation. These guys are being paid off of potential in the market. That's what they're being paid off of. Because look at us right now. We've seen what recycling used and whatever QBs has done for us, and we're paying them nothing. Have we had a winning season? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Maybe has.
Answer me. Answer. Oh, okay. And C-Dog, I get your point, but at the same time, were we in a position to really be doing anything with either one of them?
Not when we had Matt Rule.
No. Our defense has been dominating that whole time, more or less. We finally get our offensive line right, and we end up with not only injuries, but we also end up with Bryce Young.
Hey, Claire, don't take my word for it. Let's go do this.
Phil's trying to get fired. I am having a very bad day.
Arguably considered to be the most outspoken and no-holds-barred sports pundit in recent memory, ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith has always been in the upper echelon on the list of people you dislike and hate if you happen to be a controversial athlete. He's been involved in several unforgettable beefs and Twitter tirades with some notable NBA stars because of his spicy takes and blunt commentaries. To put it in simpler terms, when it's Stephen A., you know he's always got something to say. What happens if the tide has turned against the longtime journalist? What happens if the hunter becomes the hunted and the predator becomes the prey? In this video, we'll turn the tables around and talk about what NBA players really think about Stephen A. Smith. But before anything else, make sure to hit the subscribe button so NBA player and CBA legend Stephen Marbury didn't hide his not-so-favorable remarks against Stephen A. during an interview when the former Knicks point guard was asked about the sports journalist's demeanor as a well-known basketball analyst. I think Stephen A. Smith, he does what he's doing for TV. That's it. That's the best way to paraphrase what's actually happening, what's going on. Stephen A. Smith, he's never played any professional sport. And I think when you have these guys like him and Shannon Sharpe, he explained, when you have a football player talking about basketball, I think you're doing it an injustice towards people's ears and understanding about what's actually happening on the court. When you listen to guys like criticizing his lackluster play and subpar performance despite being the highest paid player on the Wizards' payroll, the tenured media personality also took a swipe at Wall's off-court misbehaviors, such as the frequent partying and visiting nightclubs in DC. Wall didn't take Stephen A's comments lightly and came back swinging against the First Take anchor. It doesn't bother me. It's like this. If you have a personal problem with me, come talk to me like a man.
Man, look, there's so many guys in sports. I could say basketball. There are so many athletes in sports that have told this man, if I see your ass in the streets, it's going to be a problem.
Where's John Wall at right now, Twan?
Huh?
Where's John Wall at right now?
That motherfucker is rich as hell somewhere, wherever the fuck he is.
Yeah, if he was a partier like Stephen A. Smith said, he might still be in the league right now.
Stephen A. I mean, not Stephen A. See, though, the motherfucker is still fucking rich.
If he wasn't partying, keeping himself in shape, he'd probably still be in the league right now.
That motherfucker is worth over $200 million. He's still straight.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's so many people there's so many athletes out here. Motherfucker Kevin Durant. I mean, look, all these motherfuckers done told this dude, bro, when we see your ass in these streets, it's a problem. That's why Stephen A is having so much of a problem to get athletes to come on First Take now. They don't fuck with him. He talks shit about the very man that he's gonna be talking about tomorrow with Cam. He used to dog Cam Newton. JP, when's the last time you seen a fucking current athlete come on that show?
I'll say, don't ask me. I don't watch First Take. I don't know where JP is.
And between him and Molly Karam, I don't know who's more annoying, bro.
Well, look, here's how I'm gonna put it. I don't.
They start to show off every day, kissing each other's ass about what they got on, and I got on Louis Vuitton. I'm like, man, what the fuck, man? Start the show, bro. That's why I don't watch this.
I already know why they.
You already know why they.
That's a check. You already know why they. You man.
Go ahead, JP.
As I was just saying, Swan, you already know why they put Molly and certain females on them type of.
Yeah, I know that shit. Because she's an airhead, bro. That's why I'm like, listen, all those women.
Democrats, y'all Democrats.
I can't say that she's an airhead because they don't never let her talk.
Molly's a fucking airhead.
She's TNA. She's TNA. That's all she is.
Shit, bro.
Right,
listen,
like,
all those women that they got on ESPN that know what they talking about, that knows the sport and can articulate that sport perfectly, they don't use those women on shows where they can really debate and boom, boom, boom. They only want to put who they think is some pretty person or some pretty girl to moderate shit or whatever. Man, no, man, get the talent. Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to ESPN to get my rocks off looking at females.
Twan, every female on ESPN is that type.
Is what, TNA?
No, bro. They got old girl, Sheila something or whatever, that talks about the NBA. She's really, really, really good, bro. Monica McNutt. Monica McNutt talks about basketball better than any of them. Huh?
Pretty. She's in shape and she got a fat ass, Twan. Everyone don't like that.
Who?
Every woman on ESPN. Everyone.
Not all of them, bro. Not all
one. Name me one out of shape woman that they got on ESPN. Name me one.
Bro, I can name many.
Where?
I'm talking about the ones that's live at them games, bro.
Nah, them the motherfuckers is on the field. They don't give a shit about them.
But they know the most, bro. They know the sport.
One that's in them studios and on TV. like that.
They're TNA. That's all they are. That's all I've called them for the longest time. TNA. That's all they are.
He's saying that's what on
We don't know.
TV.
It's just like you got like they got what's the old girl name, man? The one that's always just fucking with black dudes and shit, like, and motherfuckers was coming for her. She just got married on NBA Today.
I don't know. I watch NBA Today.
Yeah, it's a good reason why you don't and why you shouldn't though.
Wait a minute.
I never
What's the
did.
girl's name, JP?
NBA Today has a lot of former too.
No, bro, you ain't seen it lately. No, they don't. They got Perkins up there. Now he's the only guy on the show. They got
Yeah,
two women. They got two women on an NBA show and one guy. What's the broad's name, bro? Damn, yo, man, somebody in this damn chat got to know. Who was the chick that does NBA Today? Like, she's the head.
I know Candace Parker was
Malika
up there one
Andrews,
time.
bro. Malika Andrews. Malika Andrews don't know shit about basketball, bro. But they put her in
But you
charge
know-
of this show, bro.
But you know, he is fit, in shape, with a fat.
She ain't got a fat ass, bro. I mean, she don't. You gonna say Mbuma K, she got a fat ass next too, right?
Who?
Mbuma K, the other girl that's on NBA Today. That's why the fuck Edge don't watch the shit no more. Nobody does.
I never
Because it
watched
used to
NBA
be-
Today.
Because back in the day, it was all dudes, and the mediator that they had was a female. What was the white girl that they fired because she got into it with somebody?
The one with the blonde hair.
I don't
No,
know.
with the red hair. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
All the players.
What did she used to do?
She was like the main. She was the just the mediator on NBA Today. She had red hair.
Oh, I know exactly. Oh, I know who she is. Freaking, dang it, what's her name? Oh,
Because
what's
she
her
wound
name?
up getting picked up by Showtime.
Rachel Nichols. Yeah, Rachel Nichols. Yeah, her.
Rachel Nichols got all the basketball players to come on that show with her because she knew what the fuck she was talking about.
Very real respect. Very real respected. Well
Now
respected.
you got Malika Andrews. Now you got Malika Andrews up there who act like she hate black men. I mean, how many black men has she done dogged last year? And it's like, bitch, you're black. But she ain't. It's just like with that Sage Steele shit, bro.
Well, we ain't gonna get into that.
And you got the player saying, look, man, I would never come on that fucking show after what that girl did to all. You remember the shit that went down with the Boston Celtics when the coach got fired?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. She dogged that man, bro. And then like, and Kendrick was like, bro, he's like, we need to get on both sides of that story. He said it was two people that cheated. We need to talk about the women and like what the woman did too. Look, bro, did you not? Hey, JP, I know you saw when she went off on Stephen A. Smith too, right? But then he tried to but he handled her ass.
Yeah, that shit was
She tried to come on his show and tell him what to do, bro.
That shit was
And you
funny.
know that shit wasn't happening.
Yeah. That shit was not flying. Stephen A. was.
He said, wait, hold the fuck up. Claire, this girl crazy, man. She crazy.
I was gonna say, look, I don't watch any of the. I
I'm
really
gonna
don't
tell you
watch
like this.
any of the shows. I just don't.
If any dude ever get into trouble in basketball, bro, it's gonna be top news with her, bro. Especially if you now. JP, you remember when that white dude with had beat the hell out of his girlfriend?
Hell yeah.
On that football, she wouldn't even cover it, Claire. She wouldn't even say shit about it. She don't talk shit about white men, bro. But she dogged black athletes the fuck out. And that's why they won't come on that show. But look, the other thing, Giannis Antetokounmpo cuts her ass out, bro, in a live interview and got up and walked away from her, Claire. When have you ever seen that shit happen before?
I don't think I've ever seen Giannis get mad.
It's nice to everybody.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen Giannis get upset like that.
Bro.
So, just saying.
He like
one of the nicest players, bro. If you can move the piss him, come on, bro. Hey, Claire, she is the fucking worst, bro.
I've heard a few things from her that I've seen on like Twitter where people have like put, little short snippets of the dumb shit that she said. So that's all I know. I don't watch any of these shows because to me it just gets way too, I don't know. To me it just gets way too, I don't even want to say, can't even say political, but it's just, I think people will start discussing things that have nothing to do with the sport because a player is acting a certain way, dressing a certain way, did something outside of the sport, and that's what becomes the talk of the show, not how well they played or how bad they played or anything like that.
She's a hardcore feminist too, bro. Hardcore.
Nothing but Africans. When he uttered that remark, the NBA was 86% African American. As controversial personalities between players and experts has now become a battle between two top media figures that associate with the NBA. But the journalist has been caught up in a controversy in the past as well. Back in 2019, Giannis Antetokounmpo was blatant about his feelings towards Andrews after an article she had written about him. Her piece speculated that the Greek freak will leave the Milwaukee Bucks if they do not make improvements to the team.
Malika Andrews, ESPN. For both of you guys, I'm curious, you guys have talked a lot about how at this point, sometimes it takes experience.
Look at this man.
You have
what this man do,
Claire? Do you see more validity to that point, or what you think about that now that you've gone?
She thought it was all good.
Okay, he looked at Giannis like this all you.
Hey, bro, that's all you know. I'm out.
This article was fresh when the Bucks lost to the 2019 champions Toronto Raptors. During the press conference, Giannis was asked a question by Malika Andrews on experience. He simply did not bother to answer, got up, and walked out of the room, leaving Chris Middleton confused.
I was about to say Chris Middleton. I like how Chris Middleton gave him the nod too. Like, go ahead, bro. That's all you. And he just got up. He was like, nah.
Celtics publicizing Ime Udoka scandal. The journalist clapped back on live broadcast saying, Stephen A., with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all the information here.
Let me be very clear. I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening.
Smith went on to reiterate his prior points, specifically bemoaning the Celtics publicizing the story. After going neck and neck against each other for several years, Chris Paul and Stephen Curry are now teammates. Had such a scenario even been suggested in the past, it would have been termed nonsensical. The NBA business is certainly full of surprises and brutal at the same time. But by highlighting some moments of the epic battles Steph and Paul shared, while interviewing him on ESPN after the trade, host Malika Andrews found herself on the receiving end. During an interview with Chris Paul on ESPN, Andrews asked him about being teammates with Steph. To the fans, everything was great about the interview, except the video that the channel decided to air while having Paul on the channel. The video showed Curry breaking Paul's ankles and making him fall to the ground.
He ain't like that.
Perhaps the blatant disrespect towards CP3 didn't sit well with the fans. And they slammed Malika Andrews for lowlighting the point guard. She was the subject of some social media backlash after she asked NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Claire, I forgot about one thing. Do you know she talked shit about Kobe Bryant after this man was dead?
A lot of people did. A lot of people did.
You don't bring that shit up on no fucking show, though, bro.
So my understanding is that she just
that brought up the whole thing that happened in Colorado.
Yeah,
after Kobe's
too many.
She almost got fucking fired
about the John Morant gun flashing video, which led to the Memphis Grizzlies star latest suspension later on. Silver appeared on ESPN as the San Antonio Spurs were awarded the #1 overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. Response to Andrew's question. Curious question. Why was this brought up during the draft? Miller wasn't convicted of nothing.
Oh, yeah. You remember that shit too, Edge? When that the dude at Alabama that was coming out of college and him and his boy had shot up somebody or whatever, she brought that shit up during draft night.
Man, why bring that up?
Brent.
But here's the
try to make that man.
So here's my thing, and this has got to be part of it. If y'all notice, she says a lot of controversial shit that comes from absolutely no place of having any form of good moral fiber. She just wants fucking attention, and unfortunately, she gets it. She does, because everybody ats her on Twitter. They do everything like, unfortunately, a lot of people are feeding into what she's trying to do, which is unfortunate. But I hate to say it, miserable people do stupid things to make other people just as miserable as they are. I don't know how she still has a job, and it's probably because of the controversy and the tension that she brings to herself.
Because ESPN can get her to say they dirty shit. They can
but
get
it's
her
just
to say what they want her to say that they can't say. They do the same shit with Stephen A. Smith. They get Stephen A. Smith to talk shit about his own people.
Yeah, Creekside.
So it's not obvious.
Yeah, Creekside. That's some stupid shit. You over here talking up a player. Oh, he's gonna put up 38 points, and then
that's her.
And then after that, be like, oh yeah, by the way, he committed
domestic violence 10 years ago. Like, why are you bringing that shit up, bro? That's the type of bitch she is, bro.
That to me, that is someone who has absolutely no sense of decorum. Like, just absolutely stupid.
A lot of people get notoriety just for being a heel as well.
That's very true.
Yeah, a lot of people get notoriety, and she's one of those analysts on ESPN that's like that. She gets a lot of notoriety for heel.
You can't have a baby face without a good heel.
Excuse me.
And she
real quick, man. Oh, I might get up out of here, man. Bye. Enjoy y'all tonight. I'm sorry for getting loud.
No, you good.
Earlier.
You're passionate.
But man, everybody have a great night. Real quick, man. Shout out to all the hurricane victims and Western North Carolina and Tennessee and some parts of Georgia. I know some people just got their power back in Augusta Monday.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who just did.
But man, prayers out to Asheville, man, and I hope them people get some help, man. I ain't get to no politics.
I'm not either, because I've seen some stuff on social media that I'm not liking that makes me want to punch out a couple of politicians. But anyway.
Yeah, man, shit fucked up. Like, let me just tell you this, man.
That's the tackiest fucking thing you can do is when somebody is in the middle of a fucking tragedy and people are dying, is to get on social media and lie about what's going on with the government. That's some low life shit. But that's the country we live in now, though, man.
I mean, the government really ain't been helping though. That's the thing. I mean, they said they ain't got no money. I mean, it's a bunch of shit, man.
Yeah, man. Good night. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night. See, you done bought into that same bullshit, bro.
My man, it's me.
Man, you gotta really start. You gotta start reading bullshit, bro.
Man, I hear you. I'm just saying before I go. It was a man who had his own plane, a former cop, former firefighter. Him and his son was going out there rescuing people. You know what I'm saying? So one morning, they got up. People were sending them messages and everything, and he was going to take a break. And it's something like that. We can't take a break, man. He's like, man, we got too many messages or whatever. So the same particular day, he went out to go get a elderly couple, and the firefighter, somebody told him basically they're gonna lock the man up if you go out there and get the people or whatever. So he basically had to stop. Like, so man, that shit, shit fucked up out there, man. A lot of shit going on out there. But they really ain't been helping like they need to, Then what's $750 to somebody who lost everything? Let's just be for real. With inflation and with the way everything is right now, what's $750? I done lost everything, and I gotta travel somewhere to get out of Dodge.
See, I couldn't explain that.
I was gonna say there's partial things.
Yeah, I could explain that to him, but he ain't gonna accept it. He ain't gonna fucking accept it.
I know, man. Make America great again, man. Everybody have a great night, man.
We're gonna get up out of here. I was gonna say, people, if I don't, I'll start out with shout outs, and I'll let Twan, I'll let you end it.
First of all, because this is our show, man. That shit C-Dog just said is not fucking true. That $776 that they're handing out is just initial money.
Yes,
they are gonna come with more money or whatever, and I think that money was just for like basic need things or whatever. It's like it's so fucking disgusting that this motherfucking Cheetos looking motherfucker running for president, it will do anything to try and win, bro.
So
fucking with people's lives, bro.
Here's my thing with it all. I do have someone who is directly affected by this. It's been scary for me. And it's not like it's just somebody who, it's not like it's, somebody who I just know, this is a family member, a direct family member. It's been fucking scary. Not knowing if they're okay because they have no phones, they have no power, they have no clean drinking water, they have no water, period, no cell coverage, cell service, cell towers, everything, you name it, everything was cut off. It was a scary time. There are a lot of people who are benefiting from a disaster. It happens all the time. The fact that this is going on and it's an election year only makes it worse. To be honest, I'm not going to go into detail about the things I've heard and seen just because I'm not trying to start controversy and I'm not trying to go into a political debate on this show right now.
Controversy is just facts and not facts.
Well, some people will consider what I would say controversy, whatever.
I don't give a fuck.
But bottom line, here's how I'll put it. Do your research, and at the end of the day, you're also going to believe whatever you want to believe, and that's fine. And there are facts out there. Just do your research and make sure you're getting it from sources that are trustworthy and notable. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any further into it because it's not worth my time.
It's people out here that just rather listen to their friend, and whatever their friend says got to be the truth.
Well, and that's their decision. So anyway, it's been a great night debating and talking with all of you on here. You guys in the chat have been very, very interactive and supportive this whole night. So I appreciate it. We talked about a lot of different shit. Some things were not planned, which is totally fine. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I hope our Panthers start just looking for ways to improve and really trying to figure out what they've got in their guys that are now on the second and third string. Just got to see what we've got at this point. I'm at the point of we're now at level 0 and we've got to rebuild. I'm tired of trying to just slap some shit together. You can put lipstick on a pig, it's still gonna be a pig. That's just just to use an old saying, that's just kind of how it feels. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to C-Dog for joining us. Shout out to Nick. I have no idea where Nick went, but shout out to him for being on here while we had him briefly. Shout out to JP, Edge, Twan, of course, as always. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully we'll start going up. People say once you've hit the lowest you can go when it comes to this team, there's only one way to go, and that is up. But somehow we always find a way to find a hole, it seems, to go a little bit deeper. I don't know how we do it, but we do. But anyway, I love y'all. Love the chat. This has been a great show. I thought it was going to be shorter. That's on me. I probably could have cut it short about an hour ago, but I did not.
That was good. passionate role. When it's
Oh yeah. I mean, when there's good debates going on and people are getting passionate, there's no point in stopping it. But definitely shout out to the Hurricane Milton and Helene victims. And I'll just no one knows who he is, so I don't mind saying it. I'm not going to say his name, but shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad. He was severely affected by Helene. He lives in Western North Carolina. We're still kind of we're still trying to figure out what to do next. That's kind of where we're at with him. It's been a very scary time. But I'm at least happy to report, unlike so many other people and other families, that he is at least alive and okay. But there's so many others who are not getting that great news. And they're still finding people, which is so heartbreaking and it's so sad. This is not a personal endorsement of mine, but I do want to push it. I know everyone is not wanting to buy jerseys and shit this year. But they did just put up a link, and I should have sent it over to you, Twan, where the Panthers are doing a Keep Pounding for the Carolinas type fundraiser. They do have t-shirts that say Keep Pounding for the Carolinas, and it's got a silhouette, I guess, of the Blue Ridge Mountains behind them. All the net proceeds from buying those t-shirts that are on the team store website, and I think also in the team store at the stadium, are going to go to help with hurricane relief efforts. So if you see that on Twitter, I've reposted it on my own Twitter. If you see that, or if you can Google it, I'm sure you can find it. But definitely, if you're not going to spend money on a jersey this year, maybe just buy a t-shirt, just for the fact that it'll go to a good cause. They're $35. Again, this is not my personal endorsement at all, but it's our team's endorsement, and I figured I would push that. I wish I had the link to put in here, but I do not. But you can find it on Twitter, and you can find it on Google.
Yep. And man, if you can do anything to help these people out, man. I mean, this is when it's times like this when we got to put all the political bullshit to the side and all the what we don't like about each other and race shit to the side and just help somebody out in need. If you don't like helping people, or you so caught up in your world and whatever it is you do, or caught up in your political party and all this other shit it's don't be like that, man. Help somebody that needs your help. Now is an opportunity for you to do the right thing. Take the opportunity, man. If you ain't gonna do it for whatever, then do it for some babies, send some diapers or something. Do it for the elderly, man. The two people that's gonna always have my heart is the elderly and babies. Because a lot of times they can't help themselves. Me and my wife, we send a package off to there. Trishana frequents Asheville all the time, so shout out, prayers to the people in Florida, anybody that was affected by either hurricane, man. Praying for y'all, and it's everybody just did the right thing, man, sometimes, and just did something, man. We would never want for anything in this country, but it's not time for me to get into anything political. The country just needs to stop being greedy with each other and help each other, man. It'll solve a lot of our problems if we just try to see each other halfway on some shit. So my shout outs and my prayers to everybody that's dealing with this hurricane things and these misfortunes, and people that have lost their lives. It hurts me to see people in them conditions, because it could have been me, man. What if it hit Raleigh like that, or what if it hit where you live at like that? You would want some help, and you want somebody to help you out. So help somebody in need, man. You'll feel better, and it's just better for the world.
I agree. And what's bad, Twan, is I don't even know if the tropics are done yet. They're already talking about more crap. It's never ending.
This year, bro.
It's Jesus. I was gonna.
Like I said, there ain't no global warming.
Yeah, apparently that doesn't exist. Anyway,
let me tell you something, because it's kind of funny, but it's stupid at the same time. I was on Twitter today, and I actually saw a dumbass woman and yes, she was MAGA, said that the government put something in the hurricane to make it worse.
That's extremely hard to do and impossible even.
This woman was like every bit of in her 50s or 60s or something. It's just like, man, look, like I can't, Claire, it's just like, I had to grab my head, Claire. I was like, I know people are not this stupid, but they are.
That's why I said do your own research.
Why would you repeat some crazy shit like that? What the fuck can the government do to make a hurricane worse? There's some people out here who probably really think Mother Nature is a real person.
I mean,
see, man, you are gone when you say shit like that. You are absolutely gone. Like, I wouldn't trust being around you at that point, bro.
oh, there's extremists in every single political party, belief group, whatever you want to. They're everywhere. And they'll go as far as to say anything. It's bad.
Everywhere and in every political group.
No, they exist everywhere. JP, go ahead.
Well, with that being said, don't smoke crack. But
JP, I know where you're coming from with that one.
Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs, kids, is what JP is saying.
There's a lot of crack smoking going on tonight.
And I enjoy my time being here. Always good to have good conversation with people. Shout out to everybody in the chat that came through. Rebuild, people.
Embrace the suck.
Start with the old D lines and work your way back. That's the only way you're gonna get it right.
I agree. Edge.
The suck is here, y'all. The suck is here. If I gotta go through it, motherfuckers, y'all gonna go through that shit too. I don't give a damn what you say.
Says the guy who's got the best college football team to root for. He's got
Look,
some hope,
I ain't
but
saying
okay.
shit. Listen, I'm not saying jack about that until I see the Natty being raised by Texas. Until then, we're vulnerable. My school can pull Florida State.
Oh God!
Until my
JP, why the fuck you got
Lord?
Example.
Because it can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. I could be the number one seed.
Yeah, pick another fucking team. Don't be using mine, bro.
Huh?
Listen,
I can pull a Florida State or I can pull a Michigan, okay? I can pull either one.
Wait a minute, hold the fuck up now, hold the fuck up.
We need that one little clip. That one clip. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Listen, Michigan won the national championship, okay? Florida State got cheated out of a national championship. All right? That could be my team. So until my team is holding up the
okay.
I ain't gonna say shit.
But Edge, and this is nothing, and Twan, do not take this the wrong way. Please don't. I don't think you guys are gonna lose both Quinn Ewers and Arch. Because I think if that was the reason behind it, which is so stupid, if Jordan Travis was healthy, FSU would have been in the fucking bracket. I'm sorry. Say what y'all want. Which I genuinely believe, which is so dumb, that the reason why they didn't do it is because Travis was hurt. It is stupid that was the reason, if that was why they chose. But I don't think that's going to happen to y'all. Because that was unfortunate what happened to FSU. That is bullshit. But anyway.
I'm going to say this with my chest, though. Ain't nobody fucking with Duke basketball this year. That shit is over. Are you ready for this? And Edge know it, whether he want to admit it or not. Ain't nobody fucking with the Knicks this year. Y'all thought I drove y'all ass crazy last year.
I heard JP, he said, Lord Jesus.
your fucking problem, bro?
He tried to say that under his breath.
Nobody want to play us, bro.
Oh, I got a chest out.
Problem, bro.
I got a chest out because the Knicks finally got rid of Julius Randle. Guess what? Y'all motherfuckers shit on.
Right?
Hey, you remember
Oh
too.
my lord.
Hey, look, JP.
Get rid of them for 5 years now.
When we said Randall, I was doing cartwheels in his bitch. Yeah, man, get his ass the fuck out of here. Man, we're
Y'all are
in real
nuts.
trouble. We're the best team on fucking paper, bro.
Oh my god. I'm gonna let y'all have that argument on another show. Until then, though, Twan, Edge, JP, it's been a pleasure. Get us out of here, Twan. Hit the music.
Yeah.
Dawn, the bad guy. Aries Claire. Edge. Nick Gaskins. Welcome to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show.